Dragons with the Solaires. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello,
Whoa.
Michael. Vsauce here.
Hot take. I actually like Vsauce 3 more than I like Vsauce 1.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, Vsauce 3.
Anyway.
It's the same group of people. Same group of people. It's just Jake, and I love watching his channel. I say, he actually did one about what would happen if Fallout if the Fallout like situation actually happened. And well, you know, it's much more horrifying than what the games would tell you.
We'd be screwed.
Very screwed. Society as we know it would definitely not exist at all. But having said that, we're running late, we're running behind, we're getting right into this, so I'm gonna say this and say this one time. Last time on D&D. The Solaires, after their triumph in Oshana and being able to help the people there after defeating the Neo-Naga cult, or at least the Neo-Naga cult that exists on this side of the world. The party then decided to head with the captain of the Drunken Prayer to meet with a rising pirate, Captain Star of the Star Thriller Pirates in the Atoll 4 archipelago, the Atoll 4 channel. I say the pirate is from the archipelagos, but my brain. On their adventure there, the party took a decent amount of downtime to be able to get some projects done, work on some various things, and even have a couple of scenes between them to be able to come to terms with the things that have happened so far. Upon meeting Captain Star, the party got to meet and interact with various members of this astral society of the Starfall archipelagos, and even ask questions about their society and what it means to be in this part of the world. The party then decided to take that opportunity to use a teleportation spell to return back to Patstow, where they met up with their old friend, Belwraith. Upon meeting up with Belwraith once more, the party decided to speak with him and convince him to return to the party to deal with the growing threat of the Broken Skull, especially in Tamworth, where apparently there has been growing concerns of oozes and slimes, from both the Queen and from Belwraith's own spies. But before they left Patstow, the party decided they wanted to, specifically Henrik and Blue decided they wanted to try out the Hag's Memory Potion. And
more drugs.
Yep, and upon taking that potion, massive wild magic mayhem occurred.
To start off, Blue fucking exploded.
Pretty much.
No, it isn't pretty much. Fireball centered on himself.
Yep, started with that, ended with everybody changing genders, some of them changed races, some of them disappeared,
Some of them just teleported 300 feet up.
Yep, two characters teleported 300 feet up and fell down.
Some of us fell unconscious immediately and missed the entire thing.
Some of
Guardian was Gobnan.
Yep.
Wait,
Woman. Thank you.
Woman.
I'll never just Garnan, the big blue furbolg, just turned into a female goblin. Oh, the god! Last session just slayed me. By the way, I went back and rewatched it, and it made me laugh just as hard. But the party was able to say their goodbyes in Patstown, specifically Belwraith with Dathana, and leaving Vlad in charge to make sure that everything with Scales of War would go smoothly. But I was just about to get to that. But before we leave, Blue, you spoke with some of the members of Scales of War and were informed that Mary was still in town. She was getting ready to leave as she was getting ready to make her way to Makanali to attend a wedding.
For the wedding.
Yep, between Daldir and Gollumtis.
Cool. Gollumtis.
Literally, if you ask any of them, they'll lead you to where she is staying. which she ended up getting her own chambers in the Scales of War, but as a Belwraith had made sure that she had a comfortable accommodations. Nothing fancy, but like comfortable.
He's doing just that, going to find her.
Absolutely. As you follow the instructions, you stand outside of a lone room, away from where like the group sleeping quarters are. This seems to be a private sleeping quarters. But the door is
Knock,
closed.
knock, knock, knock. It's me.
But as you do that, you see the door open and you see Mary. Which there are a few things I need to point out. For starters, Blue, this is probably one of the few times you've seen Mary out of her armor. Normally, she's always in her armor.
Unless, she's actively dying.
Actively dying or sleeping.
Yeah.
But
You're comfy here. Cool.
but the other thing that you notice, though, Blue, you notice that she's a bit paler than you remember her being. A little bit more.
Uh-oh.
A little bit like you see some dark circles around her eyes. But
that because of the shadow touch?
yes, because of the shadow. Well, she's not a shadow touched. She is. She.
Oh,
Became,
yeah, she's a sorcerer.
She ended up as she was forced to multiclass into shadow sorcerer.
Yeah. She also got shadow touch.
It was a roll of the dice. Either she was going to become shadow touched, or the shadow magic was so intense she would have become a shadow sorcerer, which she did.
You sleep enough? You just kind of poke the feet.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and goes, Blue. You know, why does it feel like every time we're apart, we're never actually apart?
We have eventful lives, and you know how it is.
She does smile, and she does look at you, and she goes, It is really good to see you, Blue. How's everything going?
Well, to start off, I'm the champion of the Raven Queen now, so that's cool.
You know, why don't I was just making some tea. Why don't we have some tea?
You know what? I'd like that. A guy owes me some tea, but we're probably not gonna see each other again, so that sounds nice.
You know he would totally just serve you guys some tea. You do know that, right? Like a fucking that. But I say that you impressed that astral pirate.
Yes. He did say he owes him tea and a drink. So.
All you guys got to do is come to the archipelagos.
Yeah. Maybe after,
We have enough shit to do in Atharia. Not
Yeah.
happening.
Maybe after we're not, actively saving the world.
Oh, pish posh.
Yeah.
Pish posh.
That's after quest fun.
Anyways,
I'm gonna go on vacation there.
I mean, totally. We could do an archipelagos like vacation one shot. That'd be
Yes.
fun as hell.
Each
That would be
episode.
Super fun. I
Hell.
would totally be down for that.
Hell yeah! But I say we'll cross.
Amen.
We'll cross that in the future. It's cool. It's cool. But
But I don't imagine our
Well-
party would actually break up at the very end.
no.
They would probably
Yeah.
stay together for a little bit before eventually deciding to go their own
Well,
way.
I mean, like,
They-
some
they'd
examples.
probably.
Oh, hello,
Ding.
Mora.
There's
Hey.
Herma.
Anyways, Sonny, you were saying.
The party would still probably be together just to take care of the really bad stuff that we know about.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
like Blue knowing where the Eye of Vecna is now.
At least
Or where it could be.
where it could be. Blue doesn't know exactly where it is. He just knows that
Yeah.
the starting point.
It's related to the hag. Yeah.
But that being,
Alright.
that being
He's going to see.
you guys have it go in for tea, but I say she is brewing. It's a nice simple tea. It's not like Mary. She's not somebody for extravagance. She likes having like simple stuff. And I assume, like, for the sake of brevity, unless you really really want to go into it, does Blue fill her in on everything that's happened so far.
He fills her in with extravagant detail.
And I say, roll a performance check.
I miss using real dice. I get why we're not, but I miss it.
Yeah, it'd be that way.
Same here.
But at the same time, it just works better to have online dice.
It does, and I rolled a 3 anyway, so never mind. I changed my mind.
Boosting himself.
Excuse me. Oof.
Nice.
There we go.
How do you roll the advantage, by the way? I know you showed me before, but I don't remember.
ADV.
You just
I
type
think.
ADV at the very end?
Yes. After a space.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
So, Blue, what'd you get?
35.
35? It's very extravagant.
Extravagant details.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say apologies, just... The heck? I'll have to check that out
Ugh.
later. Sorry. Ugh. Anyways. So, you to go into extravagant detail, and you see Mary very much like she's absorbing all this information. She is listening, as you know, she is very well learned. And as you go into detail talking about like your time becoming the champion of the Raven Queen to like, defeating Romhict, you guys Romhict's Star Plague. Blah, 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 my brain. Blah, blah. But you guys to go into Oshana, being the first humanoids, not Azamar, to actually go into, as a group, being able to go into the country. The fact that you went to the Tovorian Channel and met with a pirate without dying.
Well, actually becoming buds.
Yeah. Getting friends with the Star Thriller pirates. You watch as she just like, she's drinking her tea and she goes, Blue, I can't help but think back to when you were just this low barge trying to travel for the first time, getting jumped, really being broken. She just pours you more tea. And now you're the champion of the Raven Queen. You're
Yeah.
fighting against this demonic cult. And heck, you're even supporting some of the race that caused you problems and led you down a darker path to begin with.
I mean, that tribe is just kind of they're really bad.
They are. They really are. But it's funny seeing how far you've come in comparison to where you've been. And I mean, having traveled myself, I've become a bit more powerful, and some of these new abilities I'm starting to control them and master them. As you see, she starts manipulating shadows between her fingers. It's not something that I thought I would ever do in my life. But more importantly, it's really good to see how far you've come with your life. How long has it been, really? A year and a half?
Is it a year and a half?
With her, yes.
No.
Because you spent some time in you spent some time
Well.
in Makanali and Melbourne and all that before.
It would also be a little bit longer because of the Feywild bullshit.
That's true.
Well, longer for them.
Yeah, longer for them.
He just kind of looks up. It hasn't been that long. Some bards take like decades. Elves take centuries to get to this type of point.
Well, us humans, we always seem to adapt and get stronger a bit faster.
I was supposed to be playing at a tournament. Now I'm this.
Well, now tournaments will be played because you're performing.
Exactly.
But speaking of, uh, how is everything with the colleges and everything? I imagine with everything going on, it's a bit difficult.
Everyone's on edge. I I went to the College of Whispers. They're really on edge.
Hmm.
What they're building. I gave incentive for the College of Lore with a rare magic item,
Mm-hmm.
but we're just kind of trying to distract people from. Have I told you what they're doing to Bard, the cult?
Only in broad strokes. You were telling me about your friend Solomon, who was kidnapped, and apparently they were going. Apparently they attacked the opera house in Melbourne.
Yeah. The reason they attacked them is because they have made 3 more colleges by themselves, and they're looking for Sullivan's book. He just kind of sets the book down.
Mm. So you'd like revert the conductor stick to the proper book?
Yeah.
Absolutely. She looks at it and goes, "Oh yes, I remember. You did show me this. This was the book that showed you, like there was magic that almost looked wizard-like."
It is wizard-like. It's pretty much creation mixed with the weave. Um, I've actually made a couple of them myself.
Oh.
Uh, one of them is called, um, I got a scroll. One of them is called Hall of Flame. I found that if I take items with strong magical ability and insert them into what is effectively a bag of holding that only bards can use, I can make magic spells by crafting them with my own tune. Um, I made one called the Hall of Flames, like I said, which is pretty much just it can hurt even demons with its fire, even devils.
Interesting. So you're able to manipulate magic and even create your own spells, similar to how wizards do it.
Yeah,
That is some powerful. No wonder why the demons are after it. Make a lot of sense. Oh, I assume everybody that you want to keep an eye on at the Bard College are doing okay. So like, what was his name? Kevlar, your friend, and your master. I
uh,
I don't remember his name offhand.
it was
But they're doing okay.
uh, yeah. Um, last I heard, Roland's doing all right, and Kevlar, keep this a secret, is the I think him and the Queen are trying to marry.
If he is anything like you, Blue, I am nervous for the future of our country.
You know, we're 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 trying to make it um an actual group rather than just a monarchy or patriarchy.
Fair. At least having some more minds into the pot would probably be for the best.
Yeah, not just one asshole king. I think I made a pretty good king, though.
I will neither confirm or deny, Blue. It would definitely be interesting, that's for sure.
I'd be great at politics. No one could resist this charm.
However, Blue, we are getting into some pretty dangerous times now. I have been speaking with Belwraith and some of his subordinates. They've been keeping me informed of what's been going on. The other reason why I'm heading to Makanali is because I want to try to help them and save them from the dangers coming. Who knows if the Broken Skull might take their problem south. They could use a...
Try to help them.
Yeah.
Try to help them out.
Yeah.
Tell Spencer I said hi.
Absolutely. I need to make sure that those idiots don't get themselves killed. God forbid. Considering some of the stuff that Daldir and Golemtis have thought about in the past, you know, they could use somebody with a little bit more common sense.
I think he got ballsy after I was his shield.
Well, I do want to say though, Blue, if you ever need my help, or anything, or any knowledge about Mistra, and I say, oh, you know, all you have to do is message me.
I know.
I'm not gonna let you, and she like freaking like puts you in a headlock and like starts nokiing you. I'm not gonna let you die on me, especially when there's something I could do about it.
Look, it's really hard to not die, but I haven't yet.
Good. Keep it that way.
I'm trying.
I don't really have many people left. And I'd like it if the people I do like actually stick around.
Yeah. Look, if I could kick back and just play a dude all day, I would.
But I know that you're gonna want to do the right thing, similar to you know how I want to do the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, my last name is Ward, after all.
That's true. But speaking of, I also want to make sure that you actually, when this is all said and done, you need to come down to see Daldir and Golemtis. They, you know, the least you can do is congratulate them, considering the fact that they're getting married.
I will. I just gotta survive.
You know, simple tasks.
Darn it wanted to rush to Starlum.
I don't think that's the wisest idea. But
Yeah,
at the same time, you are all fairly powerful.
yeah, but like, they took out the king. Ugh.
Yeah. Personally, tactically, that wouldn't be the place I'd go, but to each their own, and I have faith that you are all smart enough to make your own decisions.
We're heading to Tamworth.
Oh, I've been hearing the rumors. Apparently a lot of slimes and oozes are in that area.
Yeah, one of the avatars was sighted going into there.
Hmm.
If this goes well, we might be able to take out a second one.
I see. And this could be very beneficial for you all. And also, it would make you guys one town closer to where Starlum is.
How the party's looking, they're probably going straight from Tamworth to Starlum.
Either way, I just really want you all to be careful. And I'd very much like to be informed when things happen. You never know when the winds of change could happen. God forbid, the weave is always ever changing, so.
Blue just kind of looks down at his hands. Uh, oh God. Very.
Hmm.
Blue suddenly looks like serious.
Oh.
I know I laugh a lot and keep this fun, but like this is actually going to get really dangerous soon. The Merilith was a side of that. We were in its territory and one of our people died.
Hmm.
That if that's weaker than what we're going to face in Star, there is a good chance that I won't be making it back.
Well, if that's the case, Blue, if you were to fall and your friends couldn't save you, you know that a lot of people would be willing to give their lives to try to bring you all back. And I would personally go to find you, resurrect you, and kill you for dying. But in all reality, we're aware. That's part of the reason why I'm leaving. I could be here helping the Scales and helping Belwraith and all of them make sure that this place is a capital of strength when it comes to holy power, but I mean I have personal ties to Makanali and all the Ravaged Path.
They have enough clerics and paladins here.
Yeah.
The Ravaged Path need your help.
Yeah.
I I saw while heading towards the crater of Starland, they were sending things after those boss that if I had saw it less than a year less than a year ago, I think I'd just drop dead. Just from the presence of it.
I take it they're sending some
I,
powerful demons then.
what was that demon that at just the sight of it, Blue felt a predator's gaze?
Yes, I know exactly which one that is. I have the page saved. Hold on one second. There it is. I wish I could say I have the entire book memorized, but I don't. No, those are devils. You guys aren't there.
I don't think we'd fight devils.
No. Goristro.
How versed are you with, like, rare demons?
Considering the fact that my whole duty of protecting Makanali, I've had to deal with what the orcs have brought into the world, I'm at least familiar enough with base demons, but I've studied more powerful demons, especially since I've been here. I've had the time to study with using Belwraith's library.
As we were walking towards the crater of Darnell, we, for once in nearly a year, the entire party got taken. We saw a Garish dragon, if you know what that is.
She looks at you very seriously. I don't think the Broken Skull are messing around anymore if they are sending creatures like that. I can only think of two other demons, aside from the Abyssal Lords and Princes themselves, that would be that dangerous. I mean, you and your friends, you're all well versed in demons, correct?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of us. Some of us not so much.
Then
Kazir's not the brightest.
shots fired.
Shots fired.
Ouch!
Shots fired.
But true. But still, out.
Hold on a second. Just checking something real fast. Because the truth is that what you saw was an incredibly powerful demon. But there are worse. Technically, there's only two worse. But I would hope that if you would be smart enough to know that if one of those showed up, to run the other way. Even with how powerful you all are, there are still limitations. There are creatures that at least you need to be going in with a plan rather than just gung-ho.
We haven't exactly done this because some of them are like bloodthirsty. I think Garnian's better now that he's a paladin, but running is always a valid option.
Yes. At least, let me give you this warning. One of these creatures you probably are aware of, and there's another you're probably not aware of. You know what a Balor demon is, correct?
I'm trying to remember.
This would be a religion check if you don't remember.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think Blue remembers either.
No, it makes perfect sense. With that roll, makes perfect sense. That's the reason why talking with NPCs comes with some benefits.
It's still like a 22, but that's
Wait.
probably not enough for that high level of a demon.
You've heard of it, but you don't know. The name sounds familiar. But as far as like what they are, what they do, it's not really. Oh, my hiccups, goddamn. I'm about to say it's not really coming to mind. So, there are demons that are not worth fighting. Or at least not unless you're fully prepared to fight them. Balor demons are particularly dangerous. They are ancient and terrible. They're essentially generals in demonic armies. They will fight to the very end. They often fight with a blade of lightning and whips of fire. I've only ever seen depictions, and, well, Belwraith's books have talked about some of the earliest skills of war fighting one, and it wiped out a decent of their number. It typically takes a coordinated group of people to be able to fight a Balor demon. And unless your party is at top form, you do not want to fight one of those. They are very dangerous and not worth the challenge. But I want to warn you all of one other one that I've been doing, only because Belwraith has given me access to his library, I know about. And I will say this, your Blue, there would be no roll for Blue, because Blue actually wouldn't know what these things are. There is a creature known as a Maldius. If you see a creature with the head of a wolf, the body of a demon, and the snake that almost looks a tail that looks like a snake with no eyes, you do either be ready for the hardest fight you've ever had, or run away and do not look back. They are incredibly powerful spellcasters. They are masters of melee combat. They essentially serve directly to demonic lords. They are not street fight. They are not ones that fight on the battlefield directly. They are not ones that lead armies. These are assassins. They are the ones they send to kill direct threats to their lords. Do I make myself clear, Blue?
Wolf head, snake tail with no eyes, demon body, run.
Yes.
Yeah, you make yourself clear. Ugh.
But we could easily spend many more hours reminiscing. But you watch as she grabs her bag. I need to head back to Makinali as quickly as possible. But promise me, when this is all said and done, regardless of anything, even if you die, your party at least lets me know. Can you promise me that?
I'm stealing one.
Let you know that I died.
If something were to happen, like if you were to die and fall in battle, and your friends couldn't get you back, promise me at least they will let me know. I'd rather not be for trying to find a way to open an abyss to an abyssal portal for try to find you.
I promise.
Otherwise, we meet up again. Whenever this is all said and done, or whenever you need my help, you come find me.
I still need to see you drunk.
Good luck, Blue. You typically end up passing out before I get drunk.
I am a lot stronger than that now.
True. But I still have my tricks, and she smiles at you. Be well, Blue. May the weave protect you.
May the Raven Queen watch over you.
And like no holding back, she just full on hugs you.
Blue's doing the same.
And it's like one of those long hugs that literally, like, both of you are very aware that there's a chance that you might not see each other again. But after that embrace, you watch as she walks away, and you see the familiar sight of somebody using teleportation magic. And she disappears. And we fast forward to where we left off, which last session, which is when you guys all return to the College of Lore inside of the capital Westray. Upon getting there, you are all greeted once more as you guys are welcome visitors to the College of Lore. And I will ask this: what do you guys want to do?
I need to go get rubies.
But I
Well,
say,
crushed rubies.
absolutely, that can be easily done.
I'm gonna just set an order for that before, I guess, going to be queen.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a. You know, Herma, you could unmute and talk.
I forgot I was muted.
Instead of talking shit in
I
the
mean-
D&D chat, you could just talk.
Be brave. Talk shit in chat.
Yeah, say your piece.
I mean,
sir.
what time is it?
I mean, it's early in the day because I assume you got, because I talked to you guys last session that you were all you all had chosen to stay the night to get a long rest. You guys said your goodbyes in the morning, which this was. We couldn't do this last session because of the fact it got so late. And
Okay, so how long are we staying here?
Ah,
that,
We just need to check on some things and grab some rubies and then leave.
Alright, I'm jerking off and whatever, I don't know.
okay.
This don't have an arcane heart lab under it. I don't care.
I understand.
I'm on a one-track mindset right now.
Fair enough.
fair. So I could imagine Herma wanting to pick up. Well, nah, never mind. I mean, not Herma.
No, Herma.
gonna say-
Henrik's playing Herma.
Honestly, I'd be a lot smarter if Henrik played as me.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
It's no different than if Nash was playing me. I'd somehow be more tactical, more smart tactically.
Oh, no. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Blue's just ordering
I'd be about
crushed
to say,
rubies.
actually, I would still be probably smarter than I am now if Kazir was playing me.
I say, Tiny, how much are you looking to get?
Blue needs 1,500 worth of crushed rubies for the spell.
Alright, I will check to see if they have that, because you remember the last time you were here, but I say the market specifically on magical items, magical supply, and all that stuff had been damaged, but this is...
Well, the thing,
Yep, I was about to say,
rubies isn't exactly used.
this is true,
It's
but...
used for the spell, that's it.
Exactly, but the thing is that that is used for magical components as well. So, technically, because of what you've done for the magic community, this roll is with advantage.
Right. Bardic Inspiration,
No. Unfortunately, Bardic Inspiration doesn't help this one, because this is basically a society roll.
Inspire the society.
Inspire society! No. But I say, Blue, you are able to literally go to one of the magic shops you own, whose names I have here. Hold on.
I gotta scroll 40 pages to find it. Hold on.
I know. I like I said, it's like, why hasn't I been working on other stuff? It's like, listen, where you guys are at is there's a lot going on.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of things.
I gotta keep track of a lot of stuff.
No. Oh.
Yeah, no, only a lot.
I had Billowing Wands and Everbright Eye.
Yes, the Everbright Eye is what would have this particular item that you're looking for.
The Everbright Eye, you know, the one I own 10% of.
Yep, which you're looking to get 1,500 worth.
Yes.
They are willing to discount it because of your obviously for your ownership and your service. They are willing to chip it down to 1,350.
That works for me.
Absolutely. So make sure you mark that off, but you can mark that you have 1,500 worth of ruby.
And he's just
Why are
fueling
you
his
screaming?
addiction for unattunement magic.
I say, I have rolled a couple times, and unfortunately, they have just not been able to get unattunable. Only attunement items right now.
Alright.
I have been rolling for it, just unfortunately, the rolls have not been in your favor.
Makes sense.
No, his addiction.
No, my addiction.
Time to go steal from the Royal Armory.
Sis, I'm borrowing this. I'll bring it back
mean-
later.
I mean, he could do that.
Theoretically, it might not look great on blue, but you could do that.
Blue's
Yeah.
image is already good enough.
So, Herman, is there a reason why you're streaming a game on our chat?
No. Just cause.
Doing it for shits and giggles?
Yeah, mostly.
Alright.
Pay no mind to it.
But I say,
Yeah.
Garnan, Belwraith, Kazir, anything you guys want to get while you're in Westray? This is obviously, since you're in the capital, this is where potions...
I don't have money.
That's true. But it's still a good place to ask the question where it's like, did you guys want to pick up potions while you were here? Did you guys want to pick up any other supplies? Like, any, like... You know,
We could always use a bunch of healing potions if any shops
What?
have any to spare for us.
Why is Garnet so poor?
You, motherfucker!
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you are always the first to loot.
I mean, touche. Who wants?
You are always
who
the
wants to-
first to loot. Literally always. I barely
Who
have
wants to go on a
200 gold.
Oh, here, have 20,000. Have fun.
Okay.
Literally.
Blue just says, "Hey, y'all want to go shopping?" Guardian just looks at his wallet. A flag goes out, and then Blue just hands him cash.
I can. God.
I'm gonna say. Belwraith, this is your first time back in the capital since you left the party. Was there anything that you wanted to get while you were here? Similar question. Supplies, potions, anything?
It's a good question. If I thought about it, probably.
Basically, this is me asking this question as your DM because it's like, hey, you guys are going to a place that, they had to evacuate the city.
Yeah.
Any acid resistance potions or like just a ton of healing?
What did I say? Let me take a roll. Because potions,
Acid,
yes, they
acid,
have, but acid resistant
ac-
potions.
yeah, acid resistance would be fun.
Okay. And then, blue. Roll me a d4.
Five.
Roll me a d4.
Oh, it's a 4.
4. I gotta say that a
Four.
good roll mixed with a good roll. They have 4 potions of acid resistance.
Hey.
If you wish to purchase them. And currently in stock, as far as the healing potions for in town are available to you, they have currently in stock 8 standard healing potions, 5 greater healing potions, 2 superior healing potions, and 1 supreme healing potion.
Ooh.
All of the above. Sorry.
Well,
Alright.
like they do cost
Uh,
money.
I know, but Blue's
Tell me
got
the
like
monies.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do the math real fast.
I know Supreme is like expensive.
where are all
even
these
for me.
flies coming from?
Look, I'm not looking to spend like half my fortune on some Supreme healing potions.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Fair point.
For the standard healing potions, if you wanted to get all 8, that'd be 400 gold pieces. This, well, for all 8, yeah, because of the fact that because you guys, they're sold at a discount because of the fact that you guys are considered heroes of the land.
And I'm pretty sure it's... How much is it per?
Typically, it would be like 65 per. But because of the fact that you guys are heroes of the land and you have influence here, it's been discounted to 50 gold per potion, standard healing potion. So for the normal
The
for-
normal standard's normal price is 50 gold pieces.
yes. Yeah, how I run it in the game is typically like without.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive. Typically, without like you guys being heroes, you guys are just going to a normal place, and depending on where you are, prices fluctuate. For the capital, it's typically around 65 gold pieces per standard healing potion. But again, you guys are heroes. You have influence here. Most people, you could walk down an alleyway and go like, "Is that Blue Ward?" Or someone's like, "Oh my God, dude, that's Garnan!" Like literally, like you guys of where you stand and what you've done for the country, you guys are recognized as heroes.
Right.
So they would
Garden will wave at every single one.
they will gladly wave back and go like, "Oh my God, did you know how tall he is? He's huge." Like it very
After I hear that, I'm going to make myself enlarge using myself.
You're even bigger, like, "Oh, yes!"
Just grow and flex.
I double in size.
Exactly.
You're
God, I hate flies. Get away from me.
showing off, Garnet.
But I muted myself that time.
They like it.
Mm. This is true.
I mean, Beltwraith, of all people, I mean, you would understand what it means to have a public presence.
Mm.
Silence, unimportant person.
Oh.
Silence.
But
Oh God.
but to answer the question though, for the 8 standard healing potions, it's going to be 400 total.
Alright.
For the 5
I'll
for
be
the
right back.
for the 5
2 seconds.
for the 5 no problem. For the 5 greater healing potions, it's going to be 1,000. For
Jesus.
if you want both of the supreme healing potions, that's going to be 4,000. And then if you want the supreme, it is going to cost 20,000.
Oh, they're trying to rip me off.
No,
What?
the supreme healing potion is typically, even by normal D&D rules, is like 25,000 gold pieces.
It says 1350 here. Why you...
Dude, again, this isn't a standard game of D&D where money is like I give like you guys typically do missions for like 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, inflation's real bad in this bitch.
All right, time to make it worse. All right, so 20K for the one.
Yep, 20k for the Supreme.
That's just simply not worth it.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh no, a potion that legitimately heals the shit out of you that you didn't have to like use spell slots for. Oh my
How much
god.
is it?
How much does it heal?
For a Supreme healing potion is 20,000.
How much does it?
Yeah, but how much does it heal?
Hold on. Pulling up the stats for it.
I'll do like 8d4 or some shit.
For a Supreme healing potion, specifically, it does 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah, that's just not really all that.
Average of 50 HP.
But without a spell slot.
Cool.
So how much does the 5 greater and 2 superior cost?
Whoa.
For the 5 greater, it's 1,000.
I didn't get a single 2.
For a, but I say for a,
Wow.
yeah, for the greater healing potions, all 5 1,000, and for the 2 superior healing potions, it is. Oh, God damn it, my hat. Shit. For both of them, it's 4,000.
And how much do the acid resistance cost?
The acid resistance, because if you're willing to buy all of these, they'll give you the discounted price for them, and you can get all 4 for 400. They are all 4 of them give a person an hour's worth of acid resistance.
I want one of those.
Could Blue get a lowered price if he just buys all of it?
So Grant,
Bulk
but I say-
discount.
I'll tell you what. Roll me a persuasion check.
Do they have any potions of like upping wisdom or charisma or anything like that for a temporary amount of time?
Let me take a look.
Because I assume I'm there too.
Yeah.
Okay. I have set the DC, Garn, and why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20? Just flat
Oh,
d20.
It'll be a 13.
13. They have an owl's drought potion, specifically
Wisdom.
I say
What does it do?
what it does is this was a rare potion which I rolled for. Basically, what it does is it will increase your wisdom to up to 18 for a total of 1 day.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's good with the wisdom saves. How much it
Yeah?
cost?
1,200.
Jesus Christ.
I got a 31 for persuasion.
Completely fair. All right, so grand total, this would be
Why do you squeak?
27,000 gold for everything. But you're willing to sweet talk, you're willing to talk with them, and you've obviously laid it on thick that like, hey, like I understand like it costs this much, it's this much work, but like we're kind of saving the world here. So I will say, with that amount of charisma, you could talk them down to 2,600.
Fine by me.
A full
2,600? Jesus.
Yeah, 26,000, not 2,600. You're persuasive, not that persuasive.
Damn.
They have a ceiling they still have to meet.
Damn, Blue, did you let him fuck you or something?
No,
Jesus.
26,000.
Goes from 27,000, 2,600. I'm dumb.
Damn, that's impressive.
Blue just leaves, and the dude's just in a barrel.
You just take off your shirt. You just look like Lord Blackhot from Villainy.
I mean, Blackhawk's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe they just let Markiplier be Markiplier.
Yes. Blue just buys all of it.
Absolutely. So make sure you mark that off your sheet. But you have 8 standard healing potions, 5 greater healing potions, 2 superior healing potions, and a supreme healing potion.
Like that.
Winter, this is an alchemist, correct?
Yes, this is an alchemist.
Once everyone leaves, you have any like, not entirely legal stuff.
Roll a persuasion check.
I can't. I'm feeding a baby.
Okay.
You want someone else to roll for you?
Please. I don't know my persuasion bonus offhand. I think it's +5.
Are you
Not doing it. It fucks my luck. I'm not doing
Are
it.
you proficient in persuasion?
No, I'm not.
So yeah, it would be only be a +5.
+5. Okay. 14.
Oh,
14.
Not bad.
Something to, ease your burdens for a little bit, make you feel a little flighty. I want weed, damn it.
Yeah, he looks at you and goes.
Yeah.
weed's probably legal.
He looks around, and then he
Imagine it being-
he lifts up the side of the desk. Sir, I understand you're obviously looking and wanting to look into my wares. Please come to the back with me.
Okay, I will do that.
And as he brings you to the back, he does show you that he does have he does sell various kinds of weed, which again, as Tiny says, weed is legal, but they do make multiple forms of it, which isn't entirely legal.
And the special task force that was waiting outside all crash in through the windows.
We got him! Go, go, go!
Okay.
But
What are the names of some of these things?
oh god, I actually
Just
haven't.
to give me the feeling for what they can do to me.
Speak it into my chest. Don't worry, it's fine.
I hadn't named some of
Oh
these.
shit, I'm still enlarged.
Yes, you are. So
I'm
technically,
gonna drop that
he's talking
and
into
go
your
smaller.
he's talking into your crotch essentially.
Hey, eyes up here, bud.
I'm sorry, it's so big. I haven't named a couple of these, which you'll have to forgive me. Obviously, he doesn't have anything super illegal. He doesn't sell peacock here.
Oh,
Completely fair.
What's even the point then?
He doesn't
it's
sell.
fine. Just do some
I like that
peacock
one
with
better.
me.
Blue
I forgot
Blue
peacock
funded
even existed.
Blue funded this place so that it would not become illegal. If it shuts down, it's on Blue's head too.
I actually have a
can
bunch
just
of
tell
names
them
for
to sell
drugs in
illegal stuff.
Jazzamere. Do you want them, Winter?
No, you saved those for yourself.
Okay.
To put in perspective, let me just put this into perspective. He basically sells hallucinogenics, essentially, like stuff that helps you either take an acid trip, or essentially gives you allows you to smoke weed so you can relax your mind, relax your muscles. So
I'm
on and so
mostly
forth.
looking for the weed that's calming, but also makes you a little giggly.
Yeah. So in that case, he would have two options. One would be
Sativa.
yeah.
Oh wait,
one,
indica. No, yeah.
one
Sorry.
one would be an inhalant, which is basically essentially a gaseous form of weed.
The candles again?
Yeah, the candles.
Okay.
The other is essentially the equivalent of an edible. Basically, it's like a small pouch that you can just put under
Yeah,
your
I'll
tongue.
take some fucking edibles.
Yeah, basically it's like a small pouch that you can put under your tongue. Your saliva will break it down and basically cause the effects to happen.
That's what
Okay.
I use.
Yeah, I do want some of that.
Fair enough.
And I also specifically want the thing that will make you trip balls the hardest.
Ah, okay.
Saliva. Don't do that.
Okay, duly noted. So for the standard stuff, if you're looking to just get some edibles, it is going to cost you about 50. It's going to cost you about 50 gold per one. Per one use.
Okay.
About to say so, and he does have a large variety. So I like a large amount of this stuff in stock. So I mean, depends on how much gold you're willing to spend for how many. Basically, if you go I want 10 uses of this, it's okay, it's going to cost you 500 gold.
Yeah, I'll do 10 uses. 'Cause
All right.
I think I still have 2 for the other one.
So that's going to be that will be 1,000 gold, but you can add.
Tiny, can you write that into the D&D chat, please? My hands are full.
Yeah, my hands are full of cuteness.
I wasn't listening.
Minus 1,000
What?
gold for Garnan.
1,000.
Well, if you're getting 20 uses.
I was getting 10.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you. I apologize. 10. So minus
No.
minus 500 then. I
I don't think it
apologize.
would really matter.
You're welcome.
And then if you want like the hardest shit he has,
The hardest shit.
so he doesn't sell Peacock, where Peacock will not only fuck your shit up, it will actually hurt you.
I don't want anything that hurts. I just want it to be like incredibly disorienting. Not like puking bad, but like what the fuck is going on right now?
I say in that case, he will sell you essentially he could sell you a vial, and he goes, do not open it. When you do, you want to just inhale. This is known as Druid's breath.
Oh god.
It's something that you literally open next to your nose and you just breathe in.
Okay.
And he explains to you that it is for a D8 amount of hours. You will literally be on essentially a quote unquote acid trip, where literally you see hallucinations, and you're essentially
Hear colors, see sounds.
exactly like basically you will be poisoned for 1 to 8 hours, but
Okay.
you will be conscious. You will be conscious. It's just the fact that you will be. It's almost like your mind. If you wanted to do stuff while under the influence, everything is going to be rainbows.
This is good. This is good. I'm looking more for something that can fill a room. You know what I mean? In case I need to use it.
So you want something?
Oh.
You want like a jar of this.
I want to fuck with my friends. That's what I want to do.
He will come back and he will actually bring out oh god, what are they called? You know what a hookah is, right?
No fucking clue.
So
I do.
you know that massive like jar that they have that they use in the center?
I'm not gonna do it to Blue. I
It's
wouldn't do that to him.
but it's that size. For anybody who knows what a hookah is, it's basically the size of a hookah jar that they keep in the center.
Holy shit! Like a proper
Yeah, like a
Arabian.
Yep.
This could be like 4 to 6 feet tall.
No, I know who I'm doing it to.
Oh man!
I put a picture in the chat just
Yeah.
in case anyone needed to know.
And that's even a more modern version.
Yeah.
But I say, I'll tell you what.
Some have more than one
Yep.
intake for sharing. Community thing.
Yeah. Basically, but
Perfect.
I guess I'll ask this question. Wow, have you ever watched the original like Disney's Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Ooh.
Well, I have, but not in a very long time.
Okay,
You
because
uncultured
Did he smoke the
motherfucker.
hookah in the other one?
yeah, he's
I also-
Pretty sure he-
Can I get this, but in like a throwable bomb form, maybe? As well.
What are you gonna do to my boy?
Unfortunately,
He wants to get everyone stoned.
unfortunately, because of the chemicals used in the making of this, I can't form it into a weapon. It is something only used for recreational use. But if you open it in a room, everyone will have to make a saving throw, including yourself. Unfortunately, basically, he explains to you that like if you tried to throw it, it could break the glass literally before as it leaves your hand. The gases were never meant to be like, and I better say anybody who knows this about chemicals, some chemicals in containers were never meant to be shaken or moved that much, only under the most safest circumstances. So basically, having these chemicals together, whatever is used to make this, basically, if Garnet even wanted to like turn it on its side to try to throw it, it literally could explode in Garnet's hand.
Oh, yeah.
It would be very
Definitely
funny.
one from
This'll
olden times would be super fragile. Though there are some that are made to be
This
super
and the
durable.
This and the plant candles, yeah, that'll work.
All right. For this particular item, for this size and for what its purpose is, he will he will charge you 500 gold. Like
For both?
for 500 for the 10 uses, and then 500 for the giant jar.
So 1,000 total?
1,000 total.
Yeah, I'll do that. 1,000 total.
Alrighty. Is there anything else anybody would like to buy while you're in town?
Would like to talk to a seamstress.
Absolutely. I assume you're looking to see if you can get that dress updated.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me see here. Well, I mean, she can do it no matter what. But she will explain to you that it will take at least a couple of days.
That is completely fine. He would just be like, roughly how much would it be? I'll pay you that now, and when it's finished, send it to Blue Manor under name of Joy.
She looks at you and she goes, no.
Or not.
No, you don't need to pay me. You are a hero of our country, and you are trying to help us the best we can. This one's on the house.
Thank you very much.
And you said you want this sent to Blue Manor? To Ward.
Yes, that's what I meant.
I say, I will gladly do this for you, and I will send it that way. And she will fold it up, and she will bring it to the back room.
I would like to
he
hire
will give
this woman.
he will give her a sketch of this dress, just as damn
Yep.
you.
Absolutely. Let me take a look. Oh,
I want to hire this woman
Nice.
personally for the manor.
I mean, you certainly could. She owns an establishment. She is a worker in the establishment known as the Golden Weave.
Oh, she's only a worker. I want this woman.
Yeah, she's not the owner. She's just one of the seamstresses that work there.
Fair.
I mean, the manor probably does need a seamstress.
I mean, probably could use it, but at the same time, like, you know.
I mean, she's got to be good friends with the owner if she's able to give shit out for free, though.
That is definitely a possibility. Basically, I like what you guys don't realize is like for stuff like mundane stuff like this. Basically, like I'm doing side roles because of where you guys are at, like level wise and society wise. There are going to be some people who want to do stuff for you. It also looks good for
Completely fair.
it also looks good for the business if they can go like the champion of the land. He came to us to do something. Everybody else is going to want to come here.
Alright, time
yeah,
to
that would be-
purchase this business.
But yeah, so being able to for this seems just to say like I made a dress specifically for Kazir of the Solaires. Like that's something to brag about, especially in her circle.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's like going to a jeweler and having having a
It's like saying
Important
Jason
person.
Statham bought one of your cars,
yeah, exactly.
even though
It-
you know Jason Statham's probably dead. But
That would be a big thing. Cool. I should have realized it would have been free. But thank you.
Absolutely, it's not a problem. It is quite honestly my privilege. And with that being said, unless anybody else stops me now, you guys want to go see the Queen.
Yes.
Yep.
Because she does have just a reminder for all the players. You guys were informed that the Queen did have information for you guys.
Yes.
Correct.
words means this is going to take a bit.
Just a little bit, just because. Well, okay. So be completely honest here, like with you guys being gone, things happen when you're not here. So rather than you guys just doing whatever you want and then shit just happening, going like, Winter, how come we didn't know about this? Like, what the fuck? It's like you guys talked to someone and said, hey, keep us updated if things happen. I think it'd be more of a dick move if I basically was just like, okay, guys, you guys go do, like, whatever you want. You guys don't know this is happening, so shit happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, what happens?
Also, Blue can ask to borrow royal treasure.
So, I'm not gonna go through the semantics of you guys going to see the Queen. Obviously, like going to Castle Westray. Going to Castle Westray, the party, like you guys are welcomed by the guards. They do escort you, obviously, for the Queen's protection. And you guys end up meeting with the Queen in one of her meeting chambers. However. Oh, okay. As you guys make your way into the chamber, she is with somebody. As you see, oh, as you guys walk in, you go, and absolutely, if there's any other bit of information that we can give or assistance we can have, we will gladly send it your way. And as you guys walk into the room, you see a very well-dressed hippo man. Does everybody else hear a TV coming from Herma?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't control it.
Okay. But just making sure that wasn't just me. It sounded like I was literally listening to a TV.
Like my door's shut and everything. I can't control it.
They listen to this on maximum.
Yes, because I have a 6-year-old stepdad who's basically deaf.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
6-year-old stepdad? That's what I heard.
60-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, 60-year-old.
6-year-old.
Six as in yeah,
60.
just 6. But
Don't worry, Herma. I heard the TY.
yeah, I heard it too. It just came in very softly, so it kind of came out as 6.
See?
Well, cry some more. I said 60.
Anyways, not the point. Moving on.
Moving right along.
But I say, what I was saying though is that you see that she is currently speaking with a very well-dressed hippo man.
Would I need to roll history to know what this hippo man would be called?
But I say you this. I will say this. You guys have never met this this kind of person before. I would say you guys would have this would be a history check, and for everybody it's disadvantage.
Fair.
Other than
What
I'll
about me?
roll.
Millman?
What's up?
What about me? I know.
Nat 2. I rolled 2 nat 2s at once.
Yeah, this is for everybody because this race is very, very new.
Okay. 29.
29?
Garnet wouldn't have a clue, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Okay.
Say 4.
4?
Wow, the dice hate us. Really don't want us to know this.
It was with disadvantage. I highly doubt Blue would know anyways.
That'll make sense. But Herma, better say it is with disadvantage. You only rolled once.
I have advantage on history checks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got a nat 1 on both Belwraith and Dame.
Ah. Yeah, I can see that in the chat over here. Better say it kind of makes sense. The majority of you don't know this. Henrik. You actually, of all people who would know this, it actually kind of makes sense that Henrik, you would know about this. Excuse me. You have heard of these people only specifically only through the guild. But I say so these people are known as the GIF. But I say the GIF are hippo people that live in Idrish. They are a newer culture. Yes.
It's pronounced Jiff.
Welf,
You're wrong.
Welf, I will fly to Tennessee just to slap you.
You're wrong.
You say giraffe?
Yes, I go to the zoo to look at the giraffes. Anyways, the hippo people, whatever the fuck their name is, and we can all accept this.
I think that's the GIF. Oh.
You know that they exist in Idrish. They're a newer culture that only just started like within the last couple of years. But as their culture is still very much unknown, but they are massive arcane gun users. Specifically, they were one of the first races to actually cultivate creating arcane pistols. Specifically arcane rifles. They use it for hunting. And so, but I say so. It actually makes a lot of sense that Henrik would be the only one who would know about this, because magical technology is still like in its infancy in this time period.
Right.
Yeah, it completely makes sense.
So as you guys walk in, yeah, you see you see these hippo people, and you see this hippo person, and they look at you. You see the queen look over and go, "Oh, Solaris, welcome back. I didn't know that you were all here. You watch as she turns. Lord Yeston, these are the heroes of Atharia. This is, and she will introduce each of you. And
Hearing he's a lord, Blue ends up bowing.
absolutely. And
Kazir bows as well.
and he will look at you and go, "Well, it's a jolly good day to meet you all. How are you
Oh,
on
God.
this fine evening?"
Kill him? No, I hate that. I knew that would be his voice, which is why I hate it.
All right then.
Oh, I hope your day has been excellent as well. Kazir responds.
Well, I'll say that it has been quite a fabulous day. Not very often I get to make my way to the northern countries. And I'm more acquainted with going into the southern hemisphere of this fine world that we find ourselves in, but it is quite fun to be able to come up and see you. And wait, oh my goodness, you are a Tabaxi. Are you from Uskar?
That. Hold on. Yes, that's correct.
Well, it's jolly good to see you. I often find myself in Uskar quite a bit, and I've done some business with the Main himself. It's always a pleasure to come up. Your land is very beautiful and a bit warmer than a little bit more space than what we're used to in Idrish.
Oh, completely understandable. I can't wait to get back home myself someday soon.
I would be careful though. I hear they're in a spot of trouble right now, and apparently there's a ruffian causing some issues in the eastern section of Uskar currently.
Aye, so I've heard. Why am I trying to go pirate with that tone now?
Just right.
I hadn't tried to go pirate at all this whole time, and only now is it trying to come out.
I love Tiny just immediately going like British voice. I fucking hate him.
I looked at their name. I looked at what they were. I knew that would be their voice.
Well, I fucking I don't want to go generic deep voice. He just sound like Pellman.
Accurate.
In their culture,
Yeah,
it makes a
like-
lot of sense that they would talk like this.
Look.
Oh yeah,
It
completely.
makes sense. But like him.
Still.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
That is often
oh,
what
I
they
hate
look
that
like.
those look like nose hairs, and that. Oh God.
Like I said, going forward, the Spelljammer races are now available, so which means they exist in the world.
The queen has stopped dyeing her hair, right?
Yes, her hair is a very nice shade of blue, very similar to yours.
Alright, I just had to make sure.
Oh, Kazir would reply with, sorry, my voice keeps
No,
changing.
no, you're fine.
Uh,
Yes, Herma.
Yeah.
I announced that when I announced that in the Starfall Archipelagos, the Star Thriller pirates, like the Spelljammer races are available,
Sweet.
which means
I'll have to look into that.
Astral Elves, Autognomes, Plasmoids, Hadowsi, Thrycreen were always available, but Thrycreen, like all Thrycreen, are available. The GIF are available.
What?
Sorry.
You just threw it on the deck.
basically, this is also a opportunity that if, for example, like, because I know Tiny talks about how much he loves the plasmoids. It's one of those things
I
where it's
do
like, yeah, it's a logical excuse that basically saying like, hey guys, if you want to play this, obviously I might intervene if you go like, I want to play this with this busted ability. I might make the comment like, hey, can we like tweak it just ever so slightly to make it a little bit more fair? But I might.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'll typically go. But this is my excuse of basically going like, hey guys, you want to play a Spelljammer race? Like that is totally doable. I love the Thrycreen, and I would totally play a Thrycreen. So it's like, I would do not want to denounce from your guys' fun, you know?
Completely fair.
The only thing is I'm not going to introduce space stuff into this campaign, because that could get very complicated and very messy.
Oh, completely fair.
Like, doing, like, planets and stars and stuff like that, that's fine, but, like, doing, like, oh, I'm going to build my own Spelljammer, and we're going to go across the multiverse going from planet to planet.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten to that point in
No.
Yeah, completely. No spaceships.
Yeah, no spaceships. Please don't. Please, let's not.
People can hardly do flying ships right now, no spaceships.
Exactly. So but he looks at you all and he goes, but as much as I'd love to carry on this conversation, and I rightfully do, you seem like a very lovely chaps, I unfortunately must retire and get some rest. It was quite the trip from coming up from Idrish.
Completely understandable.
But either way, and you watch as Lord Yeston does bow to you guys, and he goes, heroes of Atharia, thank you so much for your time. And of course, Queen Atharia. I would hope that you consider the offer, and we would love to do some business with you. And you watch as some guards escort Lord Yeston away, and she looks at you all and go, sorry about that, I was in the middle of a meeting. Lord Yeston was coming up with representation of his people, wanting to make relations with some of the northern countries.
I mean, what is he?
Oh, apparently their races are known as Jiff. They are, apparently, they're apparently known as.
Sorry.
It's fine. Apparently they are hippo folk that came to this plane. Apparently they were. Something happened that cut them off from their original plane of existence. Kind of similar to the elves.
Fascinating.
That's been happening a lot recently.
Oh.
We met people called plasmoids and autognomes and astrolobes.
How peculiar.
Yep. Maybe something's happening other than this whole abyss, or maybe the abyss is causing it.
Possibly.
Either way, we have our own problem.
It's true. They were basically just reaching out. They started their own colony and group in Idrish, a country to the south, and they've been apparently reaching out to some of the other countries, and they've even gone to the southern hemisphere to speak with the countries to the south.
Oh. Makes sense. They would want to form allies.
Indeed. Especially since the Idrish government right now is just dealing with their own issues, and they've been right now they've always dealt with their own cultural problems, especially with society and civilizations. But that being said, though, go ahead.
Yeah, it's back to Atharia stuff.
Yes, of course. But I say, Blue, I mentioned the last time we spoke that I had some information for you.
You did.
Yes, there are a couple of updates. Mainly about the... You watch as she looks around. Kevlar. And you watch as, coming out of invisibility, you see your very familiar Fame Ganassi.
I knew it.
Yes, yes, my queen. Would you mind casting the spell? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as he kind of flicks through his pockets, pulls out his instrument, and you guys would recognize this spell. I believe it's like I forget what it's called offhand. It's like Mordenkainen's Sanctuary. It basically prevents It basically prevents being listened in on or scryed on.
Yeah. It's good.
It's a good spell. It's only a 3rd level spell, but it's a good spell.
Yay.
You watch as he plays it and goes, there you go. There you go, my queen. Blue, how's it going?
Who's just gonna come over and give him a hug?
He will gladly
I
hug you
nearly
back.
died.
But you didn't, though!
Yeah.
That's sick, man. That's sick.
I'm at an ancient fire elemental.
That... You watch it as saying that, he's a little horrified. You wouldn't happen to know its name, would you?
I do know its name. I gotta scroll up to its name. Hold on.
It wouldn't happen to be one made of complete lava, would you?
Scrolling. I'm trying to find. I need to find its name. I have the item for it. Magma. That's the name. Yeah, it was completely made of
Blue.
magma.
At saying that name.
Oh, he didn't say it. I found it.
Okay, you're just saying that. You're just saying that. You
cover your
I
ass.
I found the. Yes, I found the items. I got.
I'll say I will say this going forward, guys. Like I'm gonna catch you if you say these things. You gotta preface. You're not actually saying them. Just but I say I understand, Tiny. You literally just pulled up the item and you're like, oh yes, that the name is this. Like, but Blue didn't say it. But I will hold that against you guys.
It was fully made of magma. It punched me in the face.
Oh boy, that's actually not good.
What happened?
Well, I've been keeping, obviously, as you know, the Queen has been having me keep tabs on, speaking with the Flame Emperor in the elemental plane of fire.
Yes.
And Magmon's been moving again.
Ah.
I don't know what happened, but he apparently is awoken, and he is causing issues for a lot of the kingdom, unfortunately, at the current moment.
Ah.
I knew that trouble wouldn't interject with that incident.
There's probably gonna be a lot of movements on the different planes of the elemental chaos.
Oh? You know something I don't?
Moose is gonna kind of pull out the fragments of the different creatures.
And I assume you just fill him in on like what you guys know and how aware you guys are about the situation.
How we died.
Now I will ask you. You've mentioned the stuff about Torog and about Aeon.
He's mentioning it. He's not saying the names.
Okay.
Garnan would have mentioned Thorog himself.
Okay. But not by name.
No, I'm not that dumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
The torture god.
The torture god. Oh, that's a good roll, Kevlar. Kevlar will actually, like, for the first time in a while, Blue, because you know how Kevlar is. Kevlar is somebody...
I don't think Azir even knows the name of the guy he ran into.
About to say,
All he knows is Mr. Ice.
He said his name.
He did say his name, and Blue did inform you guys of all the different names.
Oh, yeah. I should have wrote that down.
His name is Saltstorm.
Yep, Saltstorm.
I should have remembered that. That's an easy name to remember.
But Blue, you're used to Kevlar, and even in the most dire situations, he's typically very, like, he gets anxious, he gets a little, like, finicky, but he can handle himself, in a difficult situation. That's kind of who he's always been. For the first time in a while, you actually watch him brush his hand through his flaming hot hair, and he's very much like, oh, shit. That would explain the difficult conversations I've been having with the other planes.
Yeah.
Their gods. About to say their gods are probably struggling really hard right now. problem for another time. A problem for another time. This isn't our problem. This is their problem, and we don't need to worry about that. It does explain why I've been having a hard time convincing them that some of our worries are a bit more pressing.
Either you can take these fragments, or he's probably gonna make potions out of them.
Actually, if you don't mind, at least for the elemental fragments, I would actually like to use these. Maybe the leaders of the elemental planes we could probably use it as a bargaining chip.
That's why I was saying. Apparently, a super evil wizard had them asleep, so that he could use their power to ground the world.
Oh,
Yeah, we found this on one of the cults, like the Neo-Naga cult stuff.
Technically, it was under the statue that they were trying to tap into, or something. We never really followed up on the whole what the crystals were doing.
They were magic boosting crystals.
Mhm.
It was
Well,
time
I mean, yeah.
magic.
there are things that even Henrik would be aware that the guild wouldn't even use those things because they're too unreliable.
Yeah.
Too much of a chance for them to go wrong than for them to succeed. There are better alternatives.
Makes sense.
It's kind of like using steroids to get strong. It's yeah, it's faster, not the best results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Plus, maybe they can, since they're fragments of them, maybe they can use it to, mess with them. Since the fragments were strong enough to, I guess, sleep. I don't know.
That's the hope. But then again, whatever this is tied to, it must have been very powerful magic. So hopefully this could help us with some bargaining, but at the same time, this does explain some things. And thanks, Blue. I hate to be like this. It's just a little close to little close to home.
It's some bad news. I get it.
But I appreciate the forthrightness. At least we could do something. But anyways, my queen, you were speaking, and you watch as Kevlar actually takes a couple steps back, and he's in contemplation. But Queen Atharia looks at you all and goes, "Right. Anyways, I wanted to inform you on the whereabouts, at least some of the whereabouts of some of the abyssal avatars. Now that they can't hear us, at least through scrying means. I'm going to continue to be vague.
Understandable.
First of all, I figured you'd want this," and she pulls out a piece of paper, which, Blue, you would be familiar, because you opened a letter like this before, as it has a sigil of a knoll on it. We have received another letter from a mutual friend, I guess. At least go ahead.
I don't know if we consider him that.
He's the only abyssal avatar that apparently hasn't been sending us death threats or declaring war on us.
I mean,
At
Fair point.
least he sent a letter.
touche.
She will hand it to you because it is addressed to the Solaires.
Blue's gonna make sure it's not magic.
Absolutely. You look at it with your magic eyes, there is no magic tied to it.
Alright. Make sure it isn't poisoned. Okay, that's your job.
Absolutely. I assume you're taking your time and taking all the precautions.
Yeah.
Detect magic, identify, detect poison.
People in real life can put poisons in an envelope and it will kill you.
It is true. It is horrifyingly scary. NCIS did a whole episode on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it good?
It is
Come
good.
out clean.
Using
right.
between you and Knuckle, you're able to make sure that there are no poisons, there's no natural agents, no unnatural agents, no arcane agents. It just seems to be a letter in an envelope with a sigil of a knoll on it.
He opens it.
You open it up, and there is a folded. There are two folded pieces of paper. One appears to be like a normal, like a natural, like parchment that used for writing. The other is map parchment.
Oh.
Just gonna read.
Absolutely. I don't have it typed up. I'm basically just going to give you the gist of what it says. I apologize. I normally would have.
That's fine.
Essentially, it is. Hello again, Solaris. It has been some time, and I would hope that you have taken some time to consider my offer previously. But I very much would require an answer at your earliest convenience. I need your help. And I am willing to ally myself with you and your people if you are willing to help me in my goals. There is a creature roaming the country to the north of here, Tuscadal. A very powerful blight beast, and its power is vastly stronger than mine, even with my abyssal avatar abilities. I wish to slay it, and take its power to break the chains that I have. It could be beneficial to both of us, and could make it, and this could be a handy tool for all of us in defeating the abyss. Please respond.
Huh.
Please respond. An unlikely ally. Flint.
Isn't that the thing that I've got to kill anyway?
Yeah. Wasn't it that
Interesting.
the keg guy?
The guy I bought the sword from?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
his name was Keg something.
I don't remember.
It's Mr. Cakefinger.
I knew it. I knew it was Keg. I
Yep.
couldn't remember what.
Yeah,
I did promise him I would kill the thing.
Yeah, and we really need anything we can get before going to Starland.
And one less abyssal avatar, from what I understand, that's what he wants.
Yeah. I say we do it.
let's see.
Want me to send him a message?
No,
Why?
we could do this without supporting him.
Yeah,
True,
but
if he's
we're doing
using-
this to get him on our side.
Yeah. If he's
Yeah,
able to break his chains, it's one less we have to worry about. If we go behind his back and do it anyway, he's just going to be pissed at us and realign with the broken skull.
Exactly.
Also, don't forget there is a second piece. There is a second parchment in there.
What does the second parchment say?
Well, Blue, since I assume Blue, you open it up. Which is the map parchment. As you open it up, it is a map of Tuscadal. I am currently working on a digital map of Tuscadal,
Cool.
so that way you guys, that way you guys can see.
Do you
it.
have one? Do
I-
you have a drawn map?
I have a hand drawn map, but I haven't. Obviously, there are no cities in Tuscadal. Literally, it's
Right, just
it's-
a tribe.
yeah, it's just a tribe, so it's just a shape. I'll send it later. I don't want to dig through my stuff right now. But Garnan, looking at it for starters, you recognize it immediately. You've seen maps of Tuscadal because your own tribe uses it
It's
like
the Blighted Forest, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Like you're because you guys are nomadic anyways. You travel around. Like there are several tribes that keep in touch and let each other know different like forests, different things that changes, so on and so forth. So you recognize Tuscadal's shape and everything. There is a circle at a very familiar section of the map that you were warned never to go. Which you would know as the Blight Forest. But there is writing on it. that specifically says if you guys should take him up on his offer and come to this location, and there is a warning not to enter the forest to find him outside of it. Apparently, there is magic in the forest that can really mess with you. Which, Garnan,
That's not
because you grew up in Tuscadol, you do know about this. Your own tribe warns you not to go into the forest. It is actually dangerous for your health to enter the forest. Not only because of the creatures that live in it, but because the forest itself is cursed. At least that's what your shamans say.
That is the Blooded Forest, or the Cursed Forest, or whatever other names my tribes have come up with. And, yeah, I'm fairly certain that's the thing I'm supposed to be killing anyway.
Interesting.
okay. You know what? We'd need his help anyways. I'm gonna call him.
Okay.
So you're going to cast Sending?
He's gonna make sure he's next to Garnan, because last time they cast sending on an abyssal avatar, it sucked. And
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. So, what would you like to say?
Flint, I'm willing to help you. You need to then outlay is good.
I cannot understand a single word you're saying.
Same boat.
Ah.
Am I glitching out, or is Tiny?
No,
I'm not saying anything.
it's just that Tiny said something, and the TV from Herma's microphone is overpowering Tiny's voice.
Okay, say it again, but
Okay.
louder.
Flint, this is Blue. We have agreed to help you out with the Blighted Beast. An ally is good wherever it may come from.
You have 5 more.
See you in a while.
It cuts off at A.
Isn't a while one
You
word?
said I had 5 more.
Yeah, you said you had 5 more. He only said 5 words. See
Oh.
you in a while.
I miscounted.
It's all good.
Oh.
Ignore me.
Ignore me. Blue, it takes you no time at all to get a response. So I am happy to hear that you're willing to take me up on my offer. Sorry, I'm counting this myself. Talk sparingly. Always watched. Meet me at the location designated. We will speak further.
Alright. Okay.
Should you tell him we're going to Tamworth first?
I just said in a while he'll have to figure it out by himself.
Okay.
Not spending 2 slots.
Fair enough.
Understandable.
He just kind of looks
I'll be
down
right
at
back.
himself
Sounds
and
good.
over himself. Just making sure he isn't infected from the message. Who doesn't
Oh god,
know
he's
how
Ezra
avatars-
again. I'm gonna attack him.
And here goes the giant fist!
I cast die at 7th level.
But that is one piece of information. Technically, I have another piece of paper, but I can at least explain what this is before I hand it to you. And Blue, you see, this is a very unlike the other one, which was a very bare piece of paper. It was obviously an envelope with the sigil of a gnoll, and that's all there was on it. This looks like a actual like formal like diplomatic piece of paper. Like if any of you guys have ever like watched a movie where like they or a TV show that they like other countries send like paper like letters, this is super formal. And but I
Makes
say
sense.
Kazir, you would recognize the sigil on this, as it has the official sigil of Uskar on it.
Oh.
The information that I can give you is this. This is a formal request from the main.
Oh.
He has been injured in battle.
Oh, fuck.
This creature, this abyssal avatar that you all have, that you all are aware of. Him and his knights went to fight it, and it was stronger than they anticipated.
Fucking hell.
They were able to injure him. But of course, as you would all know, injuring a demon doesn't exactly do much. It at least slowed him down for a little bit. This request is for you all to do an official mission for Uskar and specifically the main. If you are, this is not a direct mission. You're not being asked to do this right now. But especially since they were able to injure the creature, it probably retreated to heal. This is essentially a job request to essentially, what would be the term for it? Request our aid through our treaty, and have the Solaires go to Uskar to fight this creature. There is no specialty to this mission. This creature, there is no layers for it. It will just come at you. At least that's what I have been told. And of course, if you guys open up the letter, it literally is like dearest Solaires, we, the country of Uskar, are reaching out in our proclamation of treaty with Atharia to request your aid and your services to yada yada yada. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yada yada. At the bottom, it's just Dear Solaris. P.S. We fucked up.
It's basically more along the lines that they actually do have a converse. One of the paragraphs is specifically about, we appreciate the warnings that you have given us and the approximation of our capability, the capabilities and abilities of the various abyssal avatars, but we must apologize that we did not heed these warnings to a greater T. The fact that we underestimated them and have lost soldiers, some of our elite guards, specifically to this beast. The main was able to escape solely because of the spellcaster that had gone with them, and against his will took the main out of the fight. It is in humble defeat that the main and his royal party have requested all of your aid in taking out this threat.
Okay. Tamworth, the Blighted Forest, then them, or Tamworth, then them. Which do you think?
I
That
assume
is
the
a-
Blooded Forest first, because we opened that letter first.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
the subject of Tamworth and
He's
the
been
Arcane
waiting
Heart.
on us for a while.
either way, we're doing Tamworth first.
Either way, we're doing Tamworth first. However, whatever the Abyssal Avatar,
Yeah.
the Abyssal Avatar is injured. We could go after that next and take advantage of its injury.
Agreed.
When the
Hopefully,
Blighted thing
anyway.
isn't going anywhere.
But then again, the longer we wait, the more likely our ally will be found out.
And do we have any effective way to get to Uskar?
Does the Queen not have a teleportation circle there?
I would need to reach out and speak with the arcane circle that exists in Uskar to essentially get their permission. There is Bimp will actually interject and go like, that's just it. My master, about to say she is a part of the arcane circle that exists in Uskar. I can possibly reach out to her and see if I can get a teleportation circle to one of their bases.
Excellent.
Go ahead and do that. Anything else, or are we headed to Tamworth?
Yes, there is two other bits of information worth bringing up. There have been rumors about two of the abyssal avatars, and they are a bit worrisome.
Oh.
Apparently, two of the abyssal avatars have been circling closer to home. What are their names? Well, one of them is that one that came to the party that night. For Malden.
Oh, hell.
Him and the purple tiefling?
Oh,
No, my brother, Ezrin.
No, not the purple furball.
no.
The purple tiefling, that you know about. You look up pretty
Yeah.
blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
They're coming towards here.
yes. At least that's only what some of my agents have been able to figure out. Unfortunately, it's divination magic, so it's a little unpredictable. But apparently,
damn.
they're planning something either here or somewhere of importance. We're trying to keep tabs on them, but as you know, it's a bit hard to keep tabs on them. Apparently, one is a master of illusion magic, and it's hard to track them or trace them.
Yeah.
Essentially, they are plotting something. At least that's what our scouts and our agents have been able to figure out. But the problem is that either when they try to find out more, they don't come back, or if they do come back, they are a shadow of their former self. We're trying to trace them. It's just easier said than done.
Get someone from the solar eclipse. Tell them to be on higher guard.
Absolutely. I will have Kevlar contact some of the representatives and have them see if they can figure out anything else, or at least if they spot them to let us know.
Dame is in the room, right?
Dame is in the room.
Dame will speak up. If you want, I could go investigate it as well.
Are you sure? I know that you've been tasked with helping out the Solaris.
We're leaving him with you.
Do you feel confident in yourself that if you were caught, you could get away?
I mean, pretty easily.
This is going to be mainly a scouting mission.
Well, that's what
He's got
Bine's
that.
for. Don't bring that up. That doesn't count. That was a one-off mistake.
Yeah, don't do that type of scouting, okay?
There was an unforeseen issue in Oshana. It doesn't matter.
You throw a lightning bolt at
I don't know what you're talking about.
In that case, I'm going to need you to I'm going to have you go to Hampstead. It is a city near Melbourne. Apparently, there is something there that those two individuals have been looking into. Just a fair warning. Just a fair warning,
Dame
though.
takes out like a notepad and jots notes.
Absolutely, and just fair warning. Hampstead is one that has dealt with a lot of problems. They are near Brackleway Forest. Or specifically title, specifically the Waldstone Forest near Bracklewhite Lake. The Waldstone is notorious for being cursed, and essentially has always had issues with spirits or beings of the like. So, utmost caution. It is a dangerous location.
Certainly.
If you feel confident in your abilities, then I wish you the best of luck.
It'll be done without an issue.
Obviously, you could speak with some of our contacts. Apparently, I can't talk. It's my turn to not be able to talk.
No one can speak anymore.
Speak with
It's
them.
not allowed.
You can speak with our agents in Hampstead. They can at least give you more information of what we know.
Alright, sounds good. I'll, Oh, he turns to Blue. Is our contract up?
Tiny.
Look at the terms of the contract.
Ah.
The contract was for Shana and the and Stardom, correct?
The exact termination notes was until both parties agree. I believe,
Yes,
to my knowledge, off the top of my head.
it's up, and you've already been paid in full.
I think I still need 50 gold pieces from you. For that last fight.
He gave you 200 platinum to start off.
That was your choice.
That it was. He's just gonna toss him 5 platinum, not caring.
Good enough.
Plus the 50 gold. 5 platinum is the tip.
Sweet. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, don't forget, we may need you again.
Certainly, and another contract can be written up.
Fair enough.
Don't be stupid. Be safe.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You as well. I don't need to lose an employer. And he'll mount Vine if he's here anyways. Don't know if Vine's allowed in the castle or not, and take his leave.
Absolutely. And with that being... Oh, go ahead.
I don't think Bine's allowed in a royal chamber.
No, they would not.
That's-
But
Why not?
but-
He's a good boy. He only eats some people.
But Bine would be treated with the utmost respect and treated just like any of the royal steeds.
The highest quality of fish.
I just imagine your fucking Bine is just like, if this is not caviar, then I don't want it. But with that being said, though, gotta say, Dame has exited the party and is off doing his own mission.
See ya, bitch.
Motherfucker.
And now
Like,
you get
he's
your boy
dead,
back
right?
fully.
No, I get my boy back.
Bell,
Oh no, Dame will be fine.
Belwraith back at it again.
Phew.
Bless you.
See, because now we get to switch over to canon Dame instead of in-game Dame.
Can't.
It's like in-game Master Chief versus lore Master Chief. It's huge difference.
Huge difference, huge. That being said, though, Dame has been. You guys have an agent currently looking into the situation in Hampstead.
And last thing,
The last thing is we have some news about Starlam. Apparently, it's come to their attention that one of our spies is currently in the city. And they essentially have figured out that apparently some people have been getting in and out without being noticed by them. And she looks over at you, Garnan.
Yeah?
He has made a threat.
What is there?
Specifically to you.
Fuck.
If any of you come close to the city, or he catches wind from his agents that you are close to Starlam, he will start killing hostages, starting with your father.
Fuck.
Ah,
I don't know how they figured out
But
that you
that
were
does
there.
mean my father's still alive. We
At
didn't
lea-
know if he was or not.
At least according to the threat, your father's still alive.
Yeah, last time we tried to figure that out, I vomited blood.
He,
Wasn't fun.
I don't know how he found out that any other people have gotten gotten into the city, but
They have information people all over.
yeah,
Shit, one of your people could be corrupt. We wouldn't know.
we are thorough with trying to make sure that we don't have any double agents, but as you are all aware, these people are very crafty.
yes.
And the thing is that they caught wind that at least one of you had gotten into the city. I don't know how. I didn't even know that you got up there. Aside from the tool that, looking over at Henrik, that you have. But the essentially the dial to be like the direction dial for the arcane conduit.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that apparently they've figured out that one of you guys have at least gotten up there. And they are not. Apparently, they really don't want you up there. Can't imagine why, but I mean, apparently, but your brother wanted me to give. Wanted to give that threat directly to you.
Right.
Apparently, he would start with your father and then the other members of your tribe. However, our agent did give a bit of information.
Right.
Apparently, she was able to speak with some people from your tribe.
Who?
He's some kind of ranger, not magically inclined, but he knew the forest really well of Tuscadal. Apparently, he wanted to inform you that in the territory, in your family's ritualistic territory, half of your tribe is still in Tuscadal. They are in hiding. Something about your shaman using fey magic.
Good.
Apparently, she wanted me to pass this information to you as soon as possible. Something you might want to know.
It is useful information.
Above game, essentially, in case it isn't clear, essentially your brother captured half of the Tillery tribe.
Yeah.
But
A
this
lot
is
more than I would want him to have, though.
this is true. But I just figured I'd let you know because this is something that would be information passed to you as soon as possible.
Completely fair.
The Zeta Rook went after that information in particular after talking with Henrik and Kazir.
We should get moving.
Indeed. And
So busy.
I have the sending stone, so if anything else changes or something specific happens, I will let you know right away.
Of course. Let's go.
You watch as she does give Blue a hug, and she will obviously kind of reach out to each of you and give you like a very like noble gesture of like whether it's a handshake or a bow. Good luck, Solaris, and I wish all the luck to you considering that what we are in.
Blue's gonna pull out the missive he got from Oshana. Here.
I believe this is the missive that we discussed over the sending stone.
Yes, because you're keeping it formal.
I will open it and I will send word back as soon as possible. Maybe we can maybe we can get some of their help and some of their knowledge on the situations put before us.
Yeah.
But I wish you the best of luck. I think it goes without saying. Oh, there is one other piece of information that I, the DM, forgot about, but fortunately remembered now. Blue,
Hi.
I need a request from you. And
Okay.
this is a request from your mother and Master Roland.
Oh.
For their safety, I have pulled a favor, and they are not on this plane of existence. They will not be able to contact you. After an assassination attempt on them, apparently from a bard who practiced dark magic. For their safety, Roland requested a favor of me, and I pulled a favor with the queen of the Fall Court. So you will not be able to contact them for the time being. The only thing we know about the assailant is that they were sent by Valismere. I say the DM forgot that information, and I apologize. But
At least we know they're safe.
yes, apparently they were practicing. The assassin was using some kind of. Apparently, according to Roland, it was bardic magic, but it was almost like screams.
It's sirens.
Hmm.
They were a part of the college's sirens.
I assume this is tied to the abyssal prince of debauchery.
Yeah. They set up 3 new schools, and that's what they're testing on bards.
Either way, we were able to get them to safety, and the demons would be very hard pressed to invade a section of the Feywild. They have no direct access, but they are under the queen of the Fall Court's protection, though. I can at least give you comfort with that.
Good.
That aside,
We should get going.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And unless anybody else has anything to do in the town, unfortunately,
We're going to Tamworth.
there is a teleportation circle in Tamworth, but you are informed that it has been destroyed.
We're running to Tamworth.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to travel to Tamworth the old-fashioned way.
It's fine.
Yeah, I hate to do that to you guys, but unfortunately, like, that's the first thing that they would have destroyed.
Yeah,
It's
completely
fine.
fair.
Is there any in
We'll get there
Alderwick?
pretty quick.
There is one in Aldernwick, and there is a teleportation circle in Aldernwick. If you
You guys spot a noble who's been recently puked on.
Then we'll go to Alderwick.
Absolutely. Let me pull up my notes for Aldernwick real quick, because this is another one I've been sitting on for a while.
We
Just
haven't been there
teleporting
before.
then
Nope.
gonna start rushing. We don't need to go there. We're not stopping there.
I know, we're just passing through, dashing through even,
Dashing through.
sprinting.
We are not even making a pit stop.
Nope, absolutely. Basically, you would be... The teleportation circle is to a location known as a place known as Zhao Respite, which is a magic store that the Queen has connections to. Unless you guys are stopping anywhere, you teleport in. You do see a human. You do see a human with draconic features, And she looks at you and goes, "Oh, wasn't expecting anybody.
We're the Solaires.
Yeah, just passing through. We need to get to Tamworth.
You're the heroes of Atharia.
That's us.
If you're, unless I can offer you anything, the door is that way." As she points to an exit to the building.
Just to the door.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I know
We
you
may
guys.
do shopping next time, but right now, world to save.
Understandable. I wish you the best of day. I wish you the best of day. In which obviously you guys are just passing through, but here's a very brief description of Alnwick. It's a very nice place. It's a larger city. Blue, you've traveled through here before. It's very much like it's a very open city. It likes seeing it very much enjoy. It's a place of magic practitioners, but also like very much a place where like nobles in the city would have a vacation home in Alnwick. Like it's a more quaint town, city that's very like smaller, more comfortable, a lot more residential areas, but still some nice businesses. And Alnwick is known as for its festivals. But obviously you guys are in a hurry, and you guys pass through Alnwick, no problems. From Alnwick, it is going to take, on foot, it is going to take about 3 days to get to Tamworth.
That's fine.
If you guys are rushing. If you guys are
That's
just doing,
fine.
if you guys are just doing a comfortable walk, it would take about probably like 5 days.
Yeah, we're rushing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd be Russian.
Absolutely.
We're rushing.
But I say flying as much as you can.
Yeah.
bro.
At your guys' current level, I am not going to have you guys worry about you guys camping from where you're at right now. If you were closer to Starlam, yes.
Fair.
But I know you guys are in a hurry and you guys want to move forward, so no. But I say there are no rules necessary from Alnwick to Tamworth. So 3 days pass. And the closer you get, the closer you get, the more you guys could start seeing. Which, by the way, as you get closer to Tamworth, you guys see that there's a lot more traffic that had gone, like, not like recent traffic, but you could see like on the roads, on the grass, like anywhere on the road, anywhere that would have travel. There is a lot of foot traffic that is coming from the direction of Tamworth towards Alnwick. As you guys are aware, the city was evacuated, and like people were brought from Tamworth away from, brought from Tamworth away from it, no matter which direction, except for towards Starlam. But I say that being said, the closer you get, you're probably like half a day away. Kazir and Blue. There's a very distinct smell as you get closer and closer to Tamworth. What would be the best way to describe it? Have you guys ever seen like a battery, like an old battery or a broken battery, and like have you ever smelled that like sulfur smell, like that?
Yeah.
Like the acid,
That
like battery
almost
acid.
rotten, little bit like rotten eggs, kind of a smell, but
Yeah.
not quite there. It's like almost burnt rotten egg smells.
Yeah, it essentially
Which, yes, unfortunately, I've known what that smell is. Burnt rotten eggs, worst smell.
like it's an awful smell, but yeah, essentially, it smells like sulfur, like it's acidic, and you can smell it from half a day away from Tamworth. So,
Holy hell.
so to put that in perspective, that is at like several miles away from Tamworth.
Damn.
To which, as you guys get closer and closer, you guys start to see essentially a divot in the land and some buildings sticking out from the ground. Blue, you have been to Tamworth, so you are aware of this city. Tamworth is legitimately to put in perspective, it's very much like Markarth. It is as if they dug into the ground and there was just a city there. And they cultivated and changed it to make it into an actual city. Excuse me. But as you... And so above... So essentially above... above where the ground it digs downwards, you're seeing the tops of buildings. But again, the smell. Just this burning, like it's like if you have in your nostrils, you just feel the scent of burning. It's awful to smell.
Kazir can't smell it due to his armor being stanky.
That is true. Technically, because of the putrid armor. But I say, Kazir, you are actually. But I say you're like actually protected from the smell, but for Blue especially. And as the rest of the party starts to smell it as you get closer. Are you guys being sneaky, or are you guys just walking up?
We should probably, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say that.
In that case, I need a group stealth check from you.
Am I rolling with disadvantage?
Ooh.
I say also, Tiny. I understand. I could have just said battery acid, but that doesn't mean everybody knows what that smells like.
Hey Winter.
Yeah, he is.
I assume I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Because you are wearing heavy armor. Yes.
I thought so. I wasn't certain, but you know.
Damn, because you're just.
Not bad.
Hey, that is actually for Belwraith. That is not bad.
Yeah, I got a
No, it's
14
not.
and a 13.
I
Yeah.
would roll, but I'm preoccupied right now.
Somebody
here,
want to roll
I'll,
for Garnian? Well, also, Tiny. Not everybody knows what battery acid
Do you know
smells
what
like.
your stealth is?
I think it's a +3 total.
Alright.
I'd have to check.
I always get it mixed
No,
up.
no. It's more than that.
Wish I had a better example, but it's like the only problem is like battery acid is the only thing that I can actually
Yeah, my stealth is +5.
Oh hell!
Oh damn!
Yeah, you should take his roll.
I say fucking Henrik is like super spy right now.
Oh wait, Henrik's rolling for himself. Ugh, brain. 11.
Have people not smelled battery acid before? There are some people I've met. It's kind of weird.
I have not smelled battery acid.
Can't
Yeah, I could
say that I have.
I could see why someone might not smell that. Have ever smelled that?
I have brothers.
It smells kind of like copper pennies, but like to the 10th degree with like a strong acidic smell. Like if you soaked pennies in lime juice.
Yeah, essentially, it's not. It's a very unpleasant smell. But I say I also grew up in a trailer park, so I mean, like, you know, it be what it be. Anyways, moving on. Also, Ray Wilson, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much.
Hello.
I will gladly take a compliment, just because I'm really bad at taking them sometimes.
Good point.
Annie Hoozles. I see here.
Sometimes.
So yeah, a lot of times. Shut up. I am aware I have a bit of a problem. So it looks like we got a 14, 25, 28, 23. 11 is the lowest. As far as the parties goes, the players go. Not the lowest that the rest of the party, your NPCs go. You know, Kark, good for you. That's a 30 for you. I got a natural 20 for Kark. But for everybody else, for Bimp and Filman, not good rolls. Knackle is surprisingly stealthy, and Alosa is surprisingly stealthy. That being said, as you guys are sneaking, that is more successes than failures. As you get closer, you start to see a figure at the top of the stairs. It looks like a woman with rather nice like clothing, not like oh royalty, but like nicer clothing,
Like a oh, my brain it was at the tip of my tongue and then fell off. Noble, more like a noble's.
yeah, like a nobler clothing. And you hear this woman go, "Please, if there's anybody out there, please help. Oh, goodness. I wish there was someone out there who could help me."
Insight.
Yeah, that's,
roll an insight check.
Yeah,
Is
I'm gonna
everyone
roll
hearing
insight
this?
on that.
I
as well.
believe this person. 7.
That's gonna be a 26.
Okay.
Insight.
Can I have advantage because you
Oh
love me?
no!
Nope.
I rolled a 4.
I'ma just say Blue doesn't trust that after being, told that they have people trying to trick others.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Using in-game knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Well, about to say, did Garnan want to roll, or is Garnan just gonna follow the party?
Immediately does not trust that at all.
Absolutely. About to say, for all those who've rolled, about to say, aside from Blue just choosing, like going like I know, Belwraith, you could barely tell that this person is playing you.
It's fake. Ignore it.
Are you sure? She
Yes.
seems sincere to me.
It's fake.
I mean, I would doubt that it's fake.
What was the cleric that we saved?
About to say, you're talking about where at specifically?
The one that led us to Belwraith.
About to
Had
say,
news for Belwraith.
oh, you're talking about Elmaris is the one who led you guys to Belwraith.
Elmaris literally told us that they had people asking for help, bringing people into here, and then just killing them.
True.
About to say,
Also, why would a woman in that nice clothing be here?
Yeah. All fair points.
Very, very good point.
Should
They
I shoot
stole that clothing.
Almost certainly, now that I think of it.
I
Can we
don't
see
think
this
we should-
person?
you guys can see this
Yeah,
person.
we all see this person.
This person is standing at
Okay.
the top of at the edge of where the ground goes downwards toward the city.
Should I shoot him?
They're a puppet. I don't think shooting them would do much.
It would just alert. It would just alert them.
About to
It's
say,
just a puppet.
you guys, what would you guys like to do? You currently are staring. You guys are still a bit of a distance away from where the ground goes downwards. I will say this, Blue, because you've traveled here, you know the only safe way to get into Tamworth, like, truly. The reason why Tamworth is actually pretty well protected is because it's dug into the ground. There's only one staircase that goes from the surface, like where the ground level is, down to into the city. Otherwise, you'd have to, if you tried to go into the city through, like, the side cliffs, it is a decent drop, and you could, unless you could fly, which most of you guys can, but unless you guys want to burn spell slots, it is a bit of a fall downwards. So basically, I'm asking you, what would you guys like to do?
Sneak around.
Yep.
All right. And
The sides are cliffs, so either you gotta be really careful or you gotta fly. And the only way forward is, past her.
Oh yeah, true point. Well, I got a climb speed, so I could climb down probably pretty easily.
Have an idea.
What's your
Go ahead.
idea?
Mind
Mr.
you, this-
Man?
I don't think this is a good idea, but it is an idea.
There.
What I could do, cast darkness on a piece of clothing, link arms, we walk past them.
Why don't they just attack the darkness?
They can't see us.
They could roll to attack
Unless-
the darkness.
Unless they can, but it's unlikely.
I mean, we are facing a lot of demons.
Yeah, they do
Also,
are
I'm-
known for Devil's Sight.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
wait, no,
sure
demons and devils aren't the
slimes
same.
can
Never
just
mind.
feel the vibrations in the ground. Unless that's a myth.
I mean, that would be an Arcana check.
Oh, look at them.
Do we know that this is someone, like, more than just a person?
Well, with that insight check, you can tell that whatever that whether that's a person or a thing, it was lying. You could roll a Arcana check to see if you can tell if it's something more.
I'd love
First
to.
off, 25 for the Arcana. Secondly,
I'll
does
roll
it
for
sound like a
Arcana
record?
too. 18, hell!
Sitting there thinking of a plan. Does it sound like a record?
Absolutely. Well, that
16 for Arcana.
so, wow, that's actually a pretty good roll for you, Stray.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. But I say, so with these rolls, for starters, Blue with a 25, yeah. Oozes typically can do actually have tremor sense. They actually can feel footprints. Like they can feel vibrations
wasn't
in
a
the
myth.
ground. That is not a myth. You would know that with a 25. I will give you that. You would know that oozes and slimes, they can't see. They don't have eyes. They see.
So flying is really good.
Flying is really good, but they've attacked flying creatures in the past, so maybe they have a means of seeing flight somehow. But as far as you know, they primarily attack creatures on the ground. But with a 25, also I will give you this, Blue. You would know that there are some pretty advanced, like, oozes. There are, like, in your research, there are oozes powerful enough to cast magic. So they're like, as much as Juiblex is one that particularly fucks with its, like, its followers. There are some benefits to following the guy.
There's
Following
a reason it has followers.
Exactly. So while, like, there are the standard oozes that, like, you could just stomp out and they're gone, there are some pretty powerful oozes. With a 16 and 18, I'm gonna just roll real fast. Hold on. The way it acts, the way it moves, must be human.
Fuck you, Winter. I heard that laugh.
I rolled really good.
I hate you.
So it doesn't sound like a record.
It doesn't.
It sounds and looks like a real human.
Well, that's just it. How long are you guys willing to wait?
I mean, we were thinking of a plan.
So basically, let me ask you this: are you waiting for like a minute, 10 minutes, an hour? How long are you willing to deliberate and talk?
10 minutes seems about right.
I would agree with that.
That roll was 4.
What roll? Oh,
That was just a roll to figure out how long Blue was willing to wait.
Are you guys feeling like patient boys?
I'm feeling like a patient boy.
We do have a lot of deadlines to meet. But if
Deadlines can only be met if we're not dead.
This is true.
Yeah. Because if everyone was willing to wait, Kazir would be waiting.
You guys, unless Carlos said otherwise, you guys wait for an hour. After an hour, you watch this individual look around and go, "Help me! Please, someone, please help me! Oh gosh! Oh my goodness, the city!" It's almost word for word, but ever so slightly different. But I say, Blue, of all people, You better say, and I would say Henrik with your high intelligence. If you were trying to bait somebody, this would be a pretty good way to do it. I mean, a damsel in distress.
A hot one.
And she is a beautiful and very well dressed woman.
So we attacking her or
Hold
sneaking
on.
past
No. We've been here an hour. If you are looking for help and none has come in an hour, what would you do? Personally, I would leave. Find somewhere else to find help.
True.
We already
That's-
know she's fake.
Exactly. So
Well,
do we
she's-
attack
she's
her or
faking.
just sneak around her? Attempt to sneak around her.
I would prefer we make some attempt to sneak around her.
We're nowhere near a town, right? There's
Do any of
not
you
a
have
door or anything.
the spell
Yeah.
pass without trace?
We're on
prepared?
the edge of Tamworth.
Yeah, on the edge of Tamworth, you're nowhere near any of the other towns. Like Alnerwick is 5 days comfortable walk, 3 days running. On horseback, you could get there in 2 days. Otherwise, the other closest place would be Starlam, which is quite a ways. And if you're willing to cut through a decent portion of land and like without taking the trails, you could get to Pitmedden, but that is also quite a ways away.
Let's try and sneak around.
Okay. Then I need you guys to roll me another active stealth
Have
check.
any of you prepared the spell
Come
pass
on,
without
net
trace?
20.
Well, I gotta say that is a good point. Right, it is brought up.
Oh, what?
Have any
I
of you
should have been
prepared the
listening to
spell pass without trace?
Oh, I have it. I should have cast it before I. Can I cast it before I roll?
I will be nice because it's been a bit. If you would like to cast it, you can.
Can
Definitely.
I cast Bane on whatever we're sneaking around?
Well, you only see
Location.
you only see one creature.
Wait, what that?
Plus, you'd have to get really close and. it's
Oh,
local,
no, it
so
wouldn't
that's
work
giving.
anyways. It wouldn't work how we want anyways. Or how I want, rather. And I didn't realize it had such a close range.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
saw command's 60-foot range and saw Bane with it.
So, in that case, because are you using your mark of mask, or are you using your sword to cast pass without a trace?
The mark of mask.
Absolutely. You basically just, I imagine, because you just kind of reach up and you almost like just tap where the tattoo is, and it's almost like a, as you watch his shadow start to envelop you and your allies. So it's basically what that means is you guys roll a stealth check and add a +10.
Oh, so I got 35, baby.
So 35 for Kazir. I see a 26 for Henrik.
Yep.
I see a 38 for Blue.
We're just rolling stealth.
It is stealth, and it is an additional +10 because of pass without a trace.
Just give me a couple
That is a 34 for
minutes
me.
here.
34. Ooh, Bimp really,
D&D not cooperating.
Bimp really needed that advantage. That's a good thing. That not the advantage, but the +10.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For Philman. Philman also needed it. I rolled double 5s.
Oof. Ouch.
Oh, Losa also needed it because I rolled a natural 1 for her.
Ouch.
She is at least proficient in stealth.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I rolled really good for Knuckles. Just on fire for stealth.
For being a big metal guy, he sure is quiet today.
He got a 30. Medise and Karik got a 33. That being said, though, yep, 34 for Garnan. Wanderer, were you able to roll the dice or?
No, it's being bitchy. Hold on.
Did you want to roll 20 or Avery?
Yeah, just a sec.
Absolutely.
Yeah, may as well use Avery.
Uh,
There we go. I see
11.
it. Plus
Yeah.
10. Plus 10.
Plus 10, 21.
Alrighty. Okay. So, you guys, I assume you guys are trying to sneak around?
Correct.
I assume avoiding the staircase, like going along the cliffside.
Sure, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm simply asking a question. I explained what the city looked like, and that's why I was just asking the question of like, are you guys avoiding the stairs? Are you going along the cliff line? Are you trying to stay away from the cliff line? Are you guys just trying to look at buildings above, or are you guys trying to
I
look down
mean-
below? Cliff. Okay.
Blue is usually
Yeah.
the shot. Blue says Cliff. He's our shot caller, so yeah, let's go Cliff.
Okay. I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just asking a question.
Oh, no,
no,
completely
not at all.
understandable.
So,
I was expecting Blue to respond, then he didn't. I was like,
as you guys are going along the cliff, and you guys are being stealthy, thanks to Kazir's shadow magic, your footsteps are being like hidden. You're making very little to no noise. But as you go along the cliff, how much do you guys know about GTFO, the video game?
enough.
0.
I know a good amount.
There is a creature in that game that,
Oh, is it the tentacle fucker?
yes, you guys watch
Fuck
as
you.
you get closer to the girl. Very thin, nearly invisible red ooze lines come off her body.
Oh, fuck.
And as you get closer, you almost, like, as soon as you see it, I assume you guys are just like trying to step over them or trying to like avoid them as much as possible.
Yep.
As you are sneaking around, she looks in your guys' direction.
Yeah.
And like one of her tendrils comes up to try and nearly touches Belwraith. But Belwraith was able to ever so slightly move, and the tendril just goes away from him. And as you guys get towards the side of the stairs, like along the cliff, you see a massive red ooze like tentacle coming from her back, going down the stairs. And you see a massive blob of like red skulls coming, like almost like basically like you guys have you guys ever seen like a movie or something where like there's somebody's like trying to pull themselves out of like this like silly putty like stuff, and you see a face just like only like their skull like coming towards the surface, like if a creature was trapped. I think
Oh,
it-
yeah.
I think it'd be
like
better-
the Fright Night case. Or not Fright Night. Flatliners, I think. or
kind
something.
of like that. I'll tell you what, let me pull up an image and I will share it in chat.
No, not Flatliners. What was... God, I can see the freaking case on my... What was the name of that movie? I know this exact...
Is fine on.
You know what I'm talking about. You're
Yep.
looking. I hate when that happens.
Do I have this figure already on here?
Frighteners. That's what I was thinking of.
There we go. Jesus. That was a struggle and a half. I'll just... Do-do-do-do. It looks like that.
Oh. Cool.
As you
Creepy.
see, but
Absolutely horrifying.
But yeah, as you look at the back, back where that red tendril comes from, you see like just faces of various individuals like pushing against the ooze as it trays like almost like trying to come up to the top of the ooze, and it's almost like being pulled backwards.
Do I think that... Are there recognizable faces in it?
No.
Do I think it can hear?
I mean, that would, with your Arcana check, as far as like, because you were trying to ascertain what this thing was. I mean, you could roll an Arcana check to see if you could figure out what you know about oozes.
19?
19. You know, you don't know too much about oozes, but you know this.
Oh,
Oozes are typically depicted as creatures that just consume. If they can absorb a creature, absorb a person, or absorb anything, it basically breaks it down into nothing, because all the ooze knows is to consume. It has no ulterior motives. It has no particular interest. It consumes.
Okay.
But, as I've said with Bloom, there are smarter oozes. There are oozes that are particularly adept at catching their prey. And there are some with powers that are not really explainable. As a cleric who has dealt with demons and devils before, you are aware that dealing with the supernatural and creatures of other planes, shit gets pretty nasty and pretty scary, and you know that there could be more than meets the eye here.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Bimp is a wizard.
Yes, she is.
Wizards are high in arcane.
Yes, they are.
Can I look over to Bimp and point at my ear to ask if it can hear?
Absolutely. Oh, I would also say, it can respond to sounds. With a 19, you can say that. I could say that as well.
Okay.
So it can hear you. So if you were loud...
But can it understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's a secondary part to this, I guess.
Yeah, I love her, but it's just like, well, wait, I know about the arcane! They have expertise. I mean, yeah. If Henrik...
There's something that I want to do, like, right now in this moment, or at least Belwraith would, but,
Yeah,
like...
What in particular?
Well, I would love to... I need to contact Vlad so that Vlad can contact, my dispatch here, and then they can tell me where they are through Vlad again. A bit of a game of train, but, you know.
Bimp looks at you and goes, You do know, I know what they look like. I could just directly contact them. They have met Milethir.
I forget that you have met Milethir.
I could cast Sending and talk to her.
Please do. Tell them have arrived and I'm curious where they are.
Okay, I will do that, but I will basically in the background I will do that. But to answer your question,
Henrik.
Yep.
Henrik rolled to see if he could understand.
No, it's just a base.
It's best to see what you know about these creatures.
Yeah, what?
So, I will say this. First of all, similar to Blue, you are aware that their slimes are particularly... regular slimes are not too dangerous. Normal adventurers and, like, at least well-trained guards could take care of a normal ooze, no problem. Gelatinous cubes often are a bit of an issue. They often, like, require more powerful individuals to go down and take care of them. But there are more advanced oozes, and some that are particularly scary and particularly dangerous. With a 26, you do know what this creature is. And it kind of makes your skin crawl a little bit. With a 26, you would know that this creature is known as an Oblex. Oblexes are particularly nasty oozes. They are ones that essentially, yes, they are. Essentially, they are capable of mimicking human interaction and mimicking different types of human to lure in prey so that they can consume them. And with a 26, Henrik is very aware that if an Obelix were to consume you, they consume your memories as well. It's almost like they can learn from their prey so they can create even smarter prey to catch more. Those things, and so those faces, those things inside of it, those are all victims of an Obelix.
Yikes.
They are particularly nasty. Within a few moments, Bimp goes, according to Milethir, they're a bit of a ways away. Apparently after the woman points at the thing came out, they retreated. They didn't want to get too close again. Apparently there was a close call. They were, according to her, you told them not to get too close, only to observe.
This is true. Okay.
And as you guys go along the edges, I will show you guys a map.
Ooh.
I have you guys at the stairway, but you guys can always just claim like, oh, I'm on the edge. Okie doke.
Okey-dokey.
Just so that way you guys are aware, like I'm, because otherwise, like it would be a bit of adjusting. It would be a bit of a pain.
Where is map?
I will show map. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't have you guys on map yet.
Okay, I see.
But I'm
Roll
moving,
20.
But I'm moving you now because this is what you see.
Oh boy.
Oh, fun.
As you look down into the city, you can barely see the buildings. You mainly only see ooze and slime. You see that everywhere on the ground going in, you see various types of oozes, but you don't see one of those like lure obelixes. Not two, but three of them. But you are seeing that the city has been overrun with ooze and slime. And I will move this over so that chat can so that stream can see. Do.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
The city is lost. There's nothing we can do.
But I will say this.
That sounds more like it.
Oh gosh.
Why was there an echo?
I have no idea. That was weird. Huh. Anyways. Moving on. What I say, you guys see that the city has been completely covered in slime. But yes.
Where was it?
I will say this for Blue and Kazir. Over here, you do see what appears to be a sizable doorway that goes downwards. Which Blue, because you've been here before, you would know that is the tunnel that goes down into the ruins, into the near the four doors that go down to the four ruins. So you would need to get over here to be able to go downwards.
Over where?
Uva,
Sorry, I was
Here.
zoomed in. So,
about
to
120.
the other side of the map.
Yep, to 120 feet away. But you do know. But I will say this, even with your guys' passive perception, because they're both above 20. Specifically, what is it? 21 and 23.
Let me double check what my pest. I'm pretty sure you got that. 22.
22. And
Yeah.
for Tiny, for Blue specifically, 21 or 23, I can't remember.
Belwraith's passive is 18. Does that net me anything?
18, you are very aware that there is some dangerous shit here. You do see a couple spaces that seem a little bit safer, but unfortunately, like, there's just too much ooze. There's too
Yeah,
much slime.
it's safety in a war zone.
Exactly. Like, you can
When-
see a couple spots that seem clear, but not that much.
Yeah.
22.
22? Okay,
Yeah.
so both of you with a 22, you'd be able to see that there is a door over there. But you guys can tell the slime, the ooze, seems to be coming out from down there.
Ew.
Ah, fuck.
So,
Oh, Bill's having fun down there.
Kazir,
What's up?
you feel a vibration in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. I checked to see if it's the fragment of Ublex.
Yep, as you pull it
Ublex,
out,
I mean.
it is going nuts.
Yep, we're in the right place.
And you feel like the...
Ugh.
Bless you. You feel the moss
Thank
on your arm almost start to burn. As you are near...
You kind of wouldn't.
Nope, yeah, I was about to say, as you are near your mistress's enemy. Not Juib, like, itself, of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course. The avatar of Ublex, at least. Which is still technically a fragment of them, so yada 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 yada.
Yada,
in a
yada,
way.
yada. You get what I mean. It is.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Mhm.
But you guys are not noticed currently.
Winter.
Yes.
Hender's going to telepathically communicate to interface.
Yes, you wish to speak with me.
Can you see if the Arcane Heart Lab has been breached yet?
Checking. Closer to location. Accessing information. Certain traps bypassed. Arcane Heart being accessed. Not being used for primary purpose.
Can you
Go ahead.
help? Can you can you set off the traps and try to stop whoever's in there?
I will roll. From this distance, from where I am at currently, I can shut off the Arcane Heart's primary function of its normal creation. However, I cannot stop whatever this creature or thing is that is contacting its power source.
Ooh,
Oh,
Can you cut off the power source?
I'm about to say, I apologize. I thought you told me I cut out. I'm so sorry. Go on.
Can you cut off the power source?
Accessing. I have been denied.
Cut off the primary function.
Cutting off primary function. And you watch as the visor around your eyes, like, you see arcane runes that you don't recognize. And after a brief moment, you see like you see like a red sign, and you see like different markers. The Arcane Heart's primary function has been shut off. Power source is still being active, though.
He's going to use the telepathy on the people you've selected for the day, which is Blue, Garnan, Kazir, Bimp, and now Belwraith,
Absolutely.
and inform them that the Arcane Heart Lab is being accessed and its primary power source is being malfunctioned, tampered with.
What is its primary power source?
Interface. What is the primary power source to the Arcane Heart Lab?
searching schematics, and you watch as you see flashes of schematics, but before your visor, and you see a very familiar sight. You see a teleportation circle, but it's been altered.
Oh, fuck.
It is not like the abyssal teleportation circle.
Oh.
It's something else. It's something you've not really seen before, but if Henrik would like to roll an Arcana check, he certainly could. The DC will be high, though.
That's fine. 33 Flash of Genius for a 38.
That is a success, then. With a 38, it takes you a while. Like, you end up sitting there while I assume everybody else is, like, looking at the various buildings, the various sections of this, like,
Yeah.
of the city. You see the visors, you're scanning it, and you remember seeing sigils like this before. Sigils like this are the tampered sections of the teleportation circle. It seems to be similar to a arcane gate, and it is using shadow magic.
Oh.
You get the sense that the person who used Arcane Heart was siphoning magic from the Shadowfell.
Oh.
Let's just fucking get down there.
Alright,
I
so
teleport to the thing.
theoretically you could, but you don't know the magical protections they have down there.
Touche.
You could attempt, though.
I don't want to get ripped to pieces by Shadow.
Should we just try to stealth through, or are we going to blast our way in there?
I think we can stealth. Unless we try just flying over, but some slimes attack when people are flying.
I will say this, with a 26, Henrik, you would be knowledgeable enough to say, you'd be knowledgeable enough to know the obelixes can see. They have tremor sense and can see.
Yeah.
Ah.
Stealth is not a very viable option, so I say we just break a hole in the slime.
Alright. Everyone.
And then Herrick's like not playing right now, so he busts out the wings.
All right, so you bust out the wings, and I would say this would be the first time that Garnan and Alosa would see the wings, and you both are immediately uncomfortable.
It would also be the first time Belwraith
Oh, that is
sees
true,
the
and
wings.
Belwraith, you would also be uncomfortable
Oh.
because you were technically the LaCroix fiends.
Yeah.
What did you do?
This is all for the greater good.
I agree, but it's
Yeah.
that's
Could you tell that they were made with wings of a
Well, you could tell that
Azamar?
you could tell that there's angelic and demonic features.
Gotcha.
And there's only one place Henrik has had access to angelic features.
Henrik.
He unfurled his wings?
Yes.
Yep.
And
I-
Garnan, you're immediately uncomfortable.
What the fuck am I looking at right now?
An abomination to all things that are not human, alright?
Well phrased.
Now is not the time for this. We're kind of, kind of emotions.
I
for
agree.
the
We'll talk
battlefield
about
in
this.
front of 'em.
We'll talk about this another time.
Agreed.
You're so getting God after this.
God, there is no God that would approve of this.
Getting got.
So,
My statement still stands.
that being
Fair.
said, you guys are going into this. I will ask this question because I'm cool either way. This is going to go into combat. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you guys want to cut
I
off here?
would like to ask something real quick. Would any of these things be considered celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or
They are actually none. They are there. They are known as a creature
Yeah.
type known as ooze.
That's what I figured, honestly. I was shooting my shot, you know how
Nope. Oh no. Completely.
No, yeah, completely fair.
Completely understandable. The main problem with the funny thing about Jueblex is like how powerful is Jueblex? Jueblex is so powerful he has his own race of creatures that aren't demons.
Yeah.
Makes
I-
sense.
Figured as much. I really was just shooting a shot.
Nope, understandable, and I am just answering it to the best of my abilities.
Yep.
So I'm asking, but I am asking. Go ahead.
With that 26 that Henrik rolled, does he know if they're like resistant to any type of damage
That
other
is,
than probably acid?
Oh,
That
here's
is-
an idea.
what's up?
Blue, you can create a wall of force, correct?
No,
No?
no.
I thought you could create some kind of barrier.
Wall of
I-
Thunder.
No.
Uh, can anyone here? The
I-
idea may still hold.
I can make cubes that trap people in, but I only have a wall of fire.
Mm.
I cannot know.
The thought is, if we could make a barrier between us and the ooze, we could walk through. I assume that ooze looks thick enough to slow our movement. It seems that way anyways.
But were they 26? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you first.
I was just gonna say, with the 26, Henrik, you would be knowledgeable enough to know about this. Obelexes, especially these kind of obelexes, they're particularly nasty. They can't be blinded. They can't be charmed. They cannot be deafened. They cannot be exhausted. They cannot be knocked prone, and they are immune to acid damage.
Oh,
I think you're talking about Reznov.
what?
You know
Kraken.
what can be knocked prone? A kraken.
That seems
However,
weird.
Henrik, you would be knowledgeable about one thing. They do have an aversion to fire. They don't like
Yes!
They don't like fire. It doesn't
It
it doesn't do any extra damage, but it affects them in a way that similar to what would be a good example of this? There are animals that like when they're around electricity, they start to act funky and weird. They don't like it. It's kind of the same thing with these creatures in fire.
Makes sense.
So the strategy here: hit them with fire.
Kill it with fire. Got it.
All right.
I guess, I mean, a good question is, I mean, do we want to go and do an all-out fight, or maybe we want, I hate to say this, but I mean, we could split up. You watch as she lifts up her hand and fire starts to like encircle her palms and on her arms. I can cause some distractions along the cliffside. Maybe open the door for you guys?
You know what? We do need to save our stuff for her.
So, yeah. Bim, Knuckle, Filman, and Karik.
Yes.
I assume you four would be staying here making a distraction.
Well, son, I'd rather not leave Miss Bimp on her own. It'd be quite.
Exactly.
It would be a very dangerous thing for her.
Indeed.
Completely agreed
You need-
with that.
You need the healer in case something goes bad. You need
could try to
some
fly
strong-
above
Gives you a good opportunity to test out that new enchantment I gave you.
But as Bimp nods, and you guys watch as Bimp slightly elevates as four like Dr. Octopus style tendrils come from her back. You're making it a lot.
Wow.
it makes it a lot harder for them to be able to catch me.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's a good use of kraken tentacles.
You four
Yeah.
stay out here. What after after the distraction, we'll head inside and you catch up when you can, okay?
They all nod. Knackle does look at you, Blue, and he pokes you and goes, boop, and he is going to cast Death Ward on you.
That's not a good thing for the DM to say.
Well, because you guys are
So,
separated, because you're separating, about to say, I rolled randomly, he literally picked Blue.
You know what? That's good. Blue's like one of the
Fair.
only people who doesn't have a revival spell right now.
And Knackle,
Thank you.
absolutely, friend Blue. Because we can help keep these individuals busy. I would rather allow my abilities to be able to help where I can. Now, sons, be safe in there. Make sure you don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well, what do you do? Hard drugs?
Well, shit, I never thought about that too much. Don't do what I do.
Right, but you do everything.
Oh,
What do we do?
well, shit, that's a good point. Well, then just be careful. And with
Not
that,
enough for me.
Philman, Bimp, Knackle, and Karik are going to step away. And they are, you guys, if you guys are patient and willing to wait, you see a line of fire from one side of the cliff down a very long ways as Bimp casts a wall of fire. And you watch as...
Mine's better.
I mean, yeah, kind of. That is to say, and you watch as, like, the ooze starts to shudder. Like, the whole, like you were seeing essentially a sea of ooze put before you. It shudders and jiggles at the flames. And you watch as literally you hear as, like, the ooze starts moving towards the flame to try to, like, put it out. And there is a bit of an opening. I need you guys to roll me a stealth check if you want to try to avoid an encounter going into the ruins.
Do I need to cast Pass Without a Trace again, or does that last long enough?
Remind me, does it last 10 minutes or an hour?
Let me.
I believe it's only 10 minutes. No, it's an hour.
If it lasts an hour,
Oh, is it an hour?
Yeah.
if it lasts an hour, you do not need to recast it. It is still up.
Then sneaky.
I will just double check to check.
It does last an hour.
If it lasts,
Yep.
if it lasts an hour,
Concentration up to 1 hour.
if it lasts an hour, better say, the part you guys, better say, I would like each of you to roll me a stealth check.
All right.
31 for me.
Oh wait, I would need to cast it again because we waited an hour while we. Oh no, wait, no, I cast it after
that
we
was-
left.
Yeah, you cast it
Sorry.
after.
Oh, 9.
19.
Nah, yeah, I forget
Natural
about
one.
Fuck. Of course.
that. I use lucky.
It would
Use
be-
lucky.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna use my.
You
I try not to tell. I try
part
not
of
to
lucky.
tell what my fellow players to do, but
Yeah, I'm gonna. Thank you. I'm normally I wouldn't, but yeah, I need
But
to call.
I will
Roll
break your
stealth.
kneecaps.
28.
So with pass without a trace, 38.
Yeah.
And I need to roll for Alosa. Okay. Alosa got a 25. So we got a 15 for Henrik, 31 for Garnan,
I
31,
forgot I have. lucky
31
feet.
for Blue, a 38 from Kazir, and a 25 from Alosa. And that will definitely not catch the little slimes, but the Obelix, they do get a roll to see if they notice you. Free word. But I say, Henrik, as you guys are going through the ooze, and I say, as you're going, you guys are being stealthy. You're basically running through the opening away from where the wall of slime is. Your glove like accidentally touches the ooze on the side, and you hear a tss as you feel like your fingers start to burn. You're able to pull it away. It doesn't do any damage. The obelisk looks in that direction, and literally you watch as literally Kazir like grabs you with his claws and pulls you down, and literally the obelisk looks and just goes and then turns back in the direction of the fire, and you watch as it rides the ooze almost like somebody who's surfing, and she just goes over it.
Ew. Sorry. Caught
Almost
a fly
lost
in
the other
his-
one.
I would have one-shot every single one of those things. I don't know why you guys were so scared.
We're
Sure,
not
you would
scared,
have.
We're trying to save resources.
It's because slashing against oozes is always fun.
It's great. And
Yeah.
Garnan, what kind of damage does your sword do again?
It's fine,
Necrotic,
just
motherfucker.
You can choose to do necrotic.
It's fine. Just turn it
Exactly.
on its side, smack it with the blade.
Wait, it's like a flump. Turn it on his head.
Please do not
Aw.
turn my cat on his head.
But as you get down the stairs, this is where Blue's knowledge unfortunately is gone. Because Blue, you've never been down into the ruins. You've been here, you've performed, you've been in the city. You've never been in the ruins of the city. It also does take you guys a little bit to get into the ruins, because the map is a bit deceptive, as obviously I can't do like a massive like cityscape map, because otherwise we'd be here for a while.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is
Just downscale is
yeah,
all it needs.
yeah, basically I downscaled it ever so slightly. Basically, if this would have been an encounter, I would have explained that like each of the squares would have been like 10 feet each rather than 5 feet each.
Completely makes sense.
But that being said, you guys get to the ruins, and the first situation occurs. Well, what would be the first? The first situation would occur. There are 4 doors here that are all right next to each other. I would say like, oh, you guys got to figure out which door it is, but there is slime coming from underneath the door at a pretty alarming rate.
Yeah.
Looks like that's where we need to go.
Or it just opens the door.
You try to, and it does not open.
Oh.
There is
Okay.
there's a type of arcane lock on it.
Knuckle cracks.
As a,
Oh wait, arcane.
I mean, you could
Arcane
there is a way to
lock
unlock it with
scary.
lockpicks, but you don't know what the side effect would be if you fail.
True. You want it? You want me to try to take a crack at it? Or do you want to try and look at it, Henrik, more before I do?
One second.
Which Blue, with your
Hi.
I assume you have your magic eyes up.
Yes.
As you look at the door, there's some pretty strong abjuration magic coming off of this.
I'm gonna cast Identify on the door.
You're just literally gonna touch it, cast identify.
Yep.
This door, but I say this is a arcane door of glyph of warding.
Oh.
Can I tell what spell has been glyphed?
But I say, let me pull up the specifics on this particular door. Do.
10th level meteor swirl.
Oh shit!
It's Westrate too.
Electric Boogaloo. Hold on, I'm pulling up the specifics.
Isn't tomorrow Father's Day?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, it is technically Father's Day for me now. Oh, it's my first Father's Day. That's weird.
But I say
Yeah.
Alright, yell at your son.
this.
Yeah.
But I say
Where's your gift?
this glyph. You would know it is set for set to an explosive rune,
Oh.
Oof.
and it is
Explosive.
and it is upcast.
Oh
Oh.
shit!
And Blue, like I said, with your eyes, you could tell there's some really strong abjuration magic coming off of this.
Can I tell what the activation for the explosion is?
I'm about to say,
Unlocking it.
forcing the door open.
Oh,
All right.
So we just is lockpicking forcing it open?
No.
Okay.
You would need basically if you can open the door carefully, like a normal door, nothing bad should happen.
Is there
Alright.
lock pick it?
You
Blue's
got it.
going to give him the help action and bardic.
All right,
Ooh,
because
cool.
you are trained in thieves' tools, I will let you take the help action on this, and
Okay.
and also bardic inspiration. Make sure you mark off use of your bardic inspiration.
That's a 2d8, right?
A D10.
Oh,
One-
d10.
Yep. So go ahead and roll a lockpicks check. And
That's sleight of hand, right?
there should be in your tools. There should be a thing on your side that,
Oh.
that literally says thieves' tools.
Thieves' tool. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
34. Nice.
34
And
D10.
and
Plus-
D10.
Yeah.
Two.
2.
The DC
36.
The DC on this was 35.
Ah.
Oh,
I
by
helped.
a hair. Oh, that's too close.
About to say, literally, you see, Kazir, this is the most advanced lock you've ever dealt with. Literally, you're
Is
like, go ahead.
Without Blue's backpack, she would have died.
Damn.
As you
Oh, no.
watch, Kazir, literally, you're like, this is the most intricate lock you've ever had to work on. Is you like are moving the lock pad, you're moving your picks in different directions you've never had to do before. The tumbler on this is so advanced. And literally, it's almost like Blue is looking in and actually like pointing out magically how like this interlocks. So you're literally like having to adjust ever so slightly to do it. And after a moment, you hear a tink. And
You have
Blue,
to use Mage Hand to control one more.
I like that idea.
and because you literally
Ah,
you literally turn the knob and open it. And Blue, that
Sweet.
glyph of warding is still active on the door.
Yeah.
But
Good
you're
to
able.
know.
But
it
you're
wasn't forced open.
so
But-
so the trigger does not go off.
Yeah.
Which
But
oh
it's still
which
there.
was
which
too close.
also by the way about to say because you cast identify on it, it was set to acid damage.
Oh.
About to say
Ouch.
you would know that, Henrik, because you cast identify.
Okay.
It was an explosion set to acid with being upcasted.
Yeah, it basically would have done 12d8 acid damage.
Oh, that's enough.
That could kill Kazir.
No.
Wait, how many damage?
12d8.
Oh, that would have had a
It would've
good
been- it would've
chance to
hurt.
kill.
It would have hurt a lot.
Average damage of 60. It's fine.
Yeah, on if I would have done
Okay.
max damage, it would have been 96.
You take a whole
Oh.
12
It would have hurt a lot. It wouldn't have killed him, but pretty damn near close.
Ah, you'll be fine.
Little did you know you're all vulnerable to acid damage. No.
Cats are vulnerable to acid.
Bless you.
Should I? Thank you. Well, let's get going. We don't have all the time to waste.
All right.
I'll stay towards. Can you, Henrik, figure out any traps we need to look out? I'll keep looking magically.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, are you talking with interface?
Yep.
All right. Master Henrik, you wish to contact me.
Deactivate any traps we happen to be walking up on.
I can deactivate the traps that have been set by the system, but I should warn you, this location does have natural traps set by the magicians that created it.
Can you inform me about them?
Yes, I can inform you of at least 3 of the traps that you will be seeing in the rooms going forward.
E3?
There are 3 traps that were not set by the system to defend Arcane Heart. In the first, they are set to different schools of magic, at least designed by the Magi. The first one is set by the School of Conjuration. The in a room going towards where the going towards the secret projects. That one is protected with evocation magic.
Okay.
Arcane Heart itself is protected by necromancy.
Oh,
And then which room is the infiltrator?
I'll be
in?
right back.
The Infiltrator is in the room with the Arcane Heart.
And then what kind of trap is the necromancy spell?
The necromancy spell is set to Finger of Death.
oh,
Oh. At what level?
The maximum level that the Magi and its followers were able to conduct. It was a ritual
Okay.
that had taken quite some time to accomplish.
Which would be 10th level?
Mm-hmm.
Understood. So, in the room we're heading towards, there's a 10th level Finger of Death set as a trap.
oh. Hello, the darkness.
Can
Hello,
interface
yeah.
disable trap or no?
It was made by the mages that made this laboratory, not the system itself, so it cannot.
Right. Does
So-
interface know of a separate way we can get in, maybe?
Is there a backdoor entrance into the Arcane Heart?
Scanning. There does appear to be a secondary entrance. The issue is that it is currently blocked off.
By?
It seems to be the corridor that uses that goes to that particular entrance has been blocked up with ooze.
I see.
Fuck.
So the only way forward is through that trap.
That is correct,
Understood.
All right.
Master Henrik.
Time
Hold
to
on.
use the
Did they leave
amazing-
anything in the logs about how to disable it?
Is there anything in the logs about how to disable the trap?
The trap can only be disabled by the Magi.
Thought so.
Voice command.
What if you pretend to be the Magi?
I doubt that would work.
Worth a shot.
You can't trick the weave.
The Magi were incredibly powerful wizards far beyond your comprehension.
Far beyond the comprehension
Yeah.
of your weak, horrible
Far,
mind.
far beyond these nuts. Got him.
You know what? That's not hard to do.
Master Henrik,
Yes, interface.
I detect that there are high levels of necromancy around the vault protecting the secret project. I advise caution with dealing with any particular chests or other items that might contain spoils of the Magi.
Understood.
Alright, time to use the amazing spell, Find Trap. You know, the spell that only tells you there's a trap in the room, not where it is.
Alrighty. So do you guys? So as you guys.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So I will ask this question: do you guys start going down into the ruin?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No way else to go.
Can I
Alright.
roll to track down traps first?
Absolutely. This would, in this case, this would be because you are just staring at everything, but this would be a perception check, as you're looking for.
I'm
Oh,
gonna do it
fudge.
much better because I have magic eyes.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna.
Aw,
I mean,
Nope.
does the magic eyes get an advantage?
better say.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna roll a point of luck. Yeah, I don't want to.
Are
end
you
up-
are you sure you want to use that right now? You only remember they only refresh
Wait,
after a long rest.
Wait,
Yeah, I know,
wait
but
for the answer.
Better say with your magic
Well,
eyes.
Okay.
I'd rather, cause you're be
I already disabled all the traps that were set by the interface.
yes, but that's the traps that were only by the interface.
Yeah.
We don't
And
know
sure,
what other natural, not natural.
Jubilex could have made traps of his own, but as far as we know, there's no other traps set here besides the one that were made by the Magi and by the system.
Fair points.
That being said, with
Yeah,
the,
I'll keep the point of lucky then.
okay, but I say I'm not trying to diss you straight. I'm actually, as your DM, just trying to be like, hey, dude, like you could probably save these in
Hey.
case.
There's a boss fight.
Yeah, there might be there's a boss fight at the end of all this, and I don't
Yeah,
want.
fair point.
And it,
I just was thinking last time I rolled in that one with traps,
yeah, which
and I had to walk face first into it.
it happens, dude. Trust me. I feel you. As a person who plays tank a lot, it happens.
He isn't the tank.
And I'm squishy.
I know, but I still remember the last
I
time
feel like Winter would make Dungeon Delver a useful feat.
I would actually. But I say I actually think it's an underutilized feat. But that
How
being,
much damage would a 10th level Finger of Death do?
let's do some math conversion here.
Finger of Death can't actually be upcast.
Oh, I know.
That's up to you.
There's a different, but the
Winter says it can.
it can in this particular case.
Because it's Magi.
It's Magi magic, which they practice with things that the gods told them not to.
Yeah.
They were almost unequal with gods.
Almost.
Was the one that... What level was the one that Vecna shot me with?
Well, the problem there is that Vecna was using a god level Finger of Death. So this could probably be on par.
So around the same.
Yeah, so around the same. So, like, you know, the one that hit you for like 138 points of necrotic damage.
I would be able to take it. Not well, but I could.
Wait.
Alright.
But that being said, to answer your question, Blue,
Magi.
you do have advantage on this perception check.
Hooray.
And are you guys walking down the stairs carefully? Or are you guys, like, just trying to run down, trying to rush through? What is your guys' thought process?
Henrik wants to rush
Carefully.
because he cannot stand the thought of Jubilex getting his hands on this stuff.
Okay.
The only problem is if you rush through, I'm going to need saving throws for everybody because you have to run through some ooze that's going down the stairs.
I'm flying.
You're the
Who's
only one
floating?
who's... Well,
You're a chunk.
not all of us can be flying.
Too bad.
Well,
Should've got wings.
Get...
Should have ripped some wings off the corpse of an Azamar. You haven't high enough stuff for that.
Yes, but I couldn't make anything out of them.
I
also think
I
Gazir
would.
morally would have a problem with that.
Oh
But
yeah,
he
Kazir would definitely not do that.
I didn't. Why should he?
Because you're morally corrupt.
Morally gray. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Extremely gray. Desecration of corpses is pretty damn gray.
Not that gray. They aren't using it. What use do they have for it?
Exactly.
We're not talking about grave robbing. Kazir
It's
wouldn't
the
have
same thing.
that.
They just haven't been put in the grave yet.
I feel like
I'm
we're
robbing
splitting
them
hairs.
of their wings, and you're robbing them of their rings. All right. So what's the difference?
They're both robbing them of earthly possessions. You know,
Yeah.
if I took someone's arm,
They
you
get
take their
okay.
gold
Okay.
tooth.
Counterpoint. They get another set of wings in heaven. So overall, it's just net positive for them. Zero's a positive number.
I mean, eh. You know what? He's the math
Anyways,
man.
let's get past that.
Uh,
What?
I got a 31 for detecting traps.
For the detector traps? Alright. So as you're going down, you are looking around, and I assume you're like... And I would assume because you're trying to detect traps, and I assume Blue is taking his time.
Yeah, Blue's kind of just floating off the ground, just scanning everything.
Absolutely. As you are looking around, you do see something. On the ground,
There we go.
but as a pretty well hidden underneath the ooze, you see another glyph. It is very strong
Oh.
abjuration magic. But I
Alright,
say
got
with
another.
DC. By the way, DC was 30 because it was underneath
Ah.
the ooze.
I got another glyph. Everyone stop.
Should we just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
walk over it?
That might trigger it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Just everyone back up.
All right.
Henrik pulls out one of the rocks from like the first session he was introduced, where he was making glow stick rocks, and then throws it on the
Oh.
glyph.
It throws.
Yeah.
You throw it
Ah.
on the glyph.
Yeah, after everyone backs up.
How far should we back up? Gonna
Probably,
ask Henrik.
probably about 30 feet.
30 feet. Alrighty.
I have a feeling that's not gonna be enough, but Kazir will
If
trust
y'all
you.
want to back up more, you can.
No, Kazir would be blindly trusting Henrik.
Blue's backing up 60 in the hallway.
Yeah,
You
follow
got
Blue.
this.
Well, I need a answer.
Garnet will also be doing 60 feet.
60 feet.
Henrik's confident. He'll do 30 feet.
Alright.
Also, he's the one throwing the rock.
Fair enough. Let's see. So to answer the question, so 60 feet for
Yes.
everybody else, 30 feet for Henrik.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, hold on a second. Apologies, I'm just reading the effects of this because each of these traps are a bit specific.
No worries, gotcha. If it says a person, then it needs to be a person. If it says anything, it could be anything.
Alright, the only one in reach is Henrik.
Alright.
Oh,
Henrik,
thank goodness I trusted everyone else, not Henrik.
Henrik, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like that. It's funky. 14. I'll flash myself to get a 19.
Let's say that is a failure. The DC was
Oh.
The DC was 20.
Oh.
Thank goodness Kazir wasn't there. He would have failed that one flat out.
Oh.
Well, I have stuff to make. Never mind.
Henrik, why are you here? You came down here only to realize there was nothing down here to find. You've already served for. You remember coming to the city, and then you remember coming down to this ruin and finding nothing but ooze. The whole place has been destroyed. There's nothing else here. Your memory has been changed. For the last hour, the last hour of your memory has been changed. You've already been down here. You've already explored. The arcane heart has been destroyed, and whatever caused this slime to be here has already left.
You got hit with modified memory?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So, Herma, you can do
Oh.
as much as you can.
Well, that was a bust. Alright. He just starts
Are
walking.
you
Did the
okay?
mark go away?
The mark does disappear after it's been used.
Just checking to make sure because I have no idea how magi work.
Yep.
And
Are you okay?
better safe.
Yeah. Alright, guys, let's leave.
Why?
We still haven't dealt with anything here.
The fuck you mean? Why? We already went down there. Jublex destroyed the place. Then he left, leaving us in a bind. So now we need to go. I don't know, fucking scar that stupid forest, whatever, for Garnan. And that one dude, I don't remember his name.
I would roleplay
Wait,
this, but I gotta do baby shit, so I'll be back in a little bit.
Did Hermes did Henrik actually say Jubilex?
Oh, you're right.
He would have said.
Aw.
He probably would have said slime.
No, no,
Oh.
fuck off. Nah. We
Nah,
got
I
you
should-
spotted.
fucked up, man. You fucked up.
You fucked up. We got spotted.
Yeah.
We had our one session warning with fucking Blue. We
I
fucked up.
cast Glove of Invulnerability with my
Wrong.
I cast
Take
modify
the
memory
fucking
on the
L.
DM. I did not.
I
point that
cast
out.
modify memory on Duplex.
Henrik,
Alright, go ahead. Fuck you.
Ah,
as you say that name, the ooze around you, it starts to circle.
Yeah, the fuck you got,
fuck,
bitch.
fuckity fuck.
It doesn't.
Wow, wow,
It doesn't do anything. But to the rest of the party, you watch as the slime, the ooze, circles around Henrik and almost starts to move in like a circular motion, kind of like a whirlpool. But it's small. It's not like it's attacking Henrik. It's like it's aware of Henrik.
Hi, buddy. I'm here to fuck your shit.
What's up, Jerry? I'm here to freak the fuck out of you.
Blue just kind of floats up, kind of just staring Henrik in the eyes, then flicks him with Greater Restoration in the forehead.
Absolutely. Mark off a 5th level spell slot.
Yep.
And mark off 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
Yep.
Henrik, you feel like something break in your mind, and you realize your mind has been played with.
Oh, shit.
I could have proved that
Nah, forget everything I said in, like, the past 5 seconds.
It's kind of too late.
You seem a
But,
little off kilter.
It's the fucking glyph, that slime guy.
pardon me.
But
Yeah, I guessed that.
now,
But now, look at me. Look, I got like I got a whirlpool. I'm kind of cool, guys.
He just flicks you again.
What? There's no takesies backsies in the realm of the gods, Blue.
Apparently there is in D&D though.
What is D&D?
I don't know. What is
Go
D&D?
murder some slime.
all right.
Dragons and dragons.
Dude, I love Dungeons and Daggers.
Anyways,
Daddies and dungeons?
so slime guy, what you doing? He's just walking while talking to Jubilix.
Absolutely.
You step on another, I'm carrying you.
So-
I should probably fly, shouldn't I? Okay.
Yes.
So,
Kazir follows.
absolutely. Hold on 1 second.
I'll pick up
notes.
Kazir.
Thank you.
Me too.
Because he has a climb speed, he's fine.
Oh yeah, I could be climbing on the roof.
Yeah, the roof has traps.
I doubt that would be true, but
Are
you
you sure?
probably never know.
Are you
The traps
sure
are
about that?
the traps could be centered so that anything
I'm
passing
sorry.
over them
Winter, is
rather
the
than just...
ooze on the floor or the ceiling?
It's the floor.
Yeah, ceiling's fine.
Yeah, but it can also be on the ceiling.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, it could. You don't know.
All right,
Just right now.
Kazir, get
right
on the
now.
ceiling.
I cast invert gravity.
I say you reverse gravity. The ooze
Yep.
just goes right up to the ceiling.
I would pick up Belray, and I would pick up Garnan, but y'all two are heavy.
Well, Garnan could. Well, never mind. I was gonna say Garnan could fly, but then I realized wings.
How
Need
wide is
room.
his wingspan to pick up him?
Yeah.
Baby. Angry.
Fucking fat ass.
Oof.
So, I assume with all this going on, you guys are carefully making your way through, flying or climbing, or in this
Flying
case,
away.
reverse gravity. So it's up on the ceiling.
You know what? Since the ceiling looks safe enough, who wants to be safe?
I
Winter,
got
you
it.
could probably move stream back to our faces since we're avoiding combat.
Oh, no, that's fine because we're still gonna need this in a moment.
Blue, don't
Yeah.
you literally
Yeah.
have a carpet for this?
I do.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
was- that's why I
It's
was asking.
Bit slow, but it would work.
It can only carry 2 people. That's why I was asking.
Well, Alosa comments that she can fly.
The only
Yeah,
people that
but
need to
does-
fly.
Oh, I
is
thought we were in
Belray.
like a. I
Will
thought we
her
were in like a
wings smack the
small.
walls?
That's what I was gonna say. It's small hallway, wings, wide wings.
You know
Is it a
what,
small
Bellring?
hallway?
He's
What's up?
I don't know actually if
Is it a
they're
small hallway?
It's a pretty decent sized hallway. It's 10 by 10.
Ah,
Yeah.
so Garden
Yeah,
could
my
fly.
wingspan's
Alright.
probably bigger than that.
Yeah.
Only by a
Uh,
little bit.
Yeah, only by a little.
Blue's gonna chuck a pair of boots at Bowie.
Unless I
Put
can
these
fly
on and get on the
sideways.
ceiling.
I'll do as told.
He gave him the shoes of Spider Climb.
Alrighty. So you put on the shoes of spider climb.
Get on the ceiling.
What do I have prepared today? I didn't even look.
That's a good question.
I am going to get onto the ceiling.
Absolutely.
Interface.
Yes, Master Henrik.
Do you know the
We've had a long
activate-
rest, correct?
Do you
Yes,
know
you have.
do you know the activation conditions for each of the traps laid by the mages of the Magi?
The activation of the traps for each of them is either to be the activation is to enter other rooms or locations without the proper conditions met.
What are the proper conditions?
The proper conditions to enter each of the rooms is either with the permission of the Magi or other magicians who have access to this location, or there is an overhaul for particular wizards who would have access to this location. In other words, there are passcodes or riddles to enter other locations.
Do you have access to any of these?
Unfortunately, I do not have access to the information for those.
What if I used you as a key? Would that work?
I do not have access to those locations.
All right.
This is the
We gotta
DM.
figure out riddles.
This is the DM speaking. The Magi would be worried that if somebody got their hands on this, they could bypass his defenses.
Yeah.
Do you know what the riddles are?
Unfortunately, I was not programmed with that knowledge. It was handwritten by the Magi.
So we gotta look
Do you
at the
know where
walls.
the riddles might be?
Yes, they are located in the rooms in which that you're trying to access.
All right.
Where's the riddle for the one he just activated?
There was no riddle for that one.
What was that? Oh, right.
That was by Jubilix.
That was by that guy. That sucks.
Winter.
Yes.
I wanted to see a funny riddle we didn't have to do.
Actually, do we think we're going to be getting into a bit of trouble with some ooze here in a little bit?
Oh, undoubtedly.
We're not doing it
If we're going to
tonight.
be dealing with the
Yeah.
this guy.
Well, let me ask you this: because of what you have done and how far you've gone, and you're using I assume you're using the rug and the shoes of spider climb and your ability to fly to go down the staircase. There is another room that you can access.
Yes.
Arcane Heart's more important
but-
right now.
What's up?
Arcane Heart's more important right now.
Yes, but you have to go through. But the problem is that the arcane heart is past the rooms. It's deeper in.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, though, there is a door that seems to go downwards, and there appears to be a riddle written. But I say, remind me, what languages do you guys speak?
Abyssal.
Let me double check mine.
Do you want us
We
to just bust them out for what's
can-
easier?
Abyssal, Common, and Infernal.
Guardian.
Draconic
I
and
just realized
Actually-
Garnan still has Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Eyes
Oh,
of the
you-
You
Runekeeper.
read all of them.
So technically,
Common, Elvish, Giant, Orcish, and Celestial.
better say, all right, better say.
But
Actually,
I've got Eyes of the Runekeeper anyway. so-
you have Eyes of the Runekeeper, so anything written you can read. However, actually, could you guys do me a solid? Could you guys DM me what languages you guys know, so that way I have that going forward.
Sure. I would if I didn't have a baby in my hand.
Yeah, but well, you can always do that later. This is for
You'll
future.
have to remind me.
Yeah. No.
Also, Winter.
Yeah, yes.
Ravaged Dragon.
I have been typing that up. I have not finished it yet though, but I have been typing it up because I've been looking at the references I used for the Ravaged Dragonon, and I want to make this as accurate as possible.
Okay.
But I have been starting it though because there are particular design choices I went with the Ravaged Dragonon. Okay. So let's see here.
Actually, hold on. I can just do this. I can just copy and paste it from my phone because that's where it is.
Okay.
And I'll do that, and then I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Boom, boom,
And
boom,
alright.
boom.
Okay.
And I will pin it in our DMs for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
What are you coughing for?
And then for Kazir. Yep, I
Just
see.
DM'd you the
Just DM'd it to
languages
me.
I speak.
Perfect. Okay, so making sure I know who all can speak this language.
Eyes of the Runekeeper is such a busted ability.
It's really good. The only problem is if things are written
In
in
the right
code.
campaign.
Yeah, the right campaign. Otherwise, don't forget that people can write things in code, and Eyes of the Runekeeper can't translate that. That's why Eyes of the Runekeeper doesn't work for Thieves' Cant. Let us say.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
You'll read it. It's just complete gibberish.
That is true.
Yeah.
They're like, I never tried to knife kill a man, Skipper.
Who the fuck is Skipper?
The Wolfman will illuminate the ding ding.
Exactly. The only people who can read this other than Garnan is Henrik and Kazir. It is written in Draconic.
Oh, cool.
We
All right.
I read it first.
You do read it
No,
perfectly.
I read 3 times faster than you.
fair
But
point.
I saw it first.
All right.
I read 3 times faster than you.
Okay, but I saw it
but
first.
You're in the back of the group because he was rushing forward.
So bear with me, okay?
Okie dokie.
Because this one is a little bit tricky. I am what men love more than life, fear more than death or mortal strife. What dead men have and rich require, I'm what contented men's desire.
Sex?
I will type this in.
No.
That's what I thought at first.
And
Oh,
I will trust you as my players not to just look up the answer.
Why would I
What
do
if I
that?
roll really high on the intelligence check?
Love more than life, fear more than death or mortal strife. What dead men have and rich require. I'm what contented men desire.
I'm 99% sure it's nothing.
Hold on.
Rich require nothing. Dead men have nothing. Contented men
Exactly.
desire nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, well, Kazir will say the word nothing.
And you watch as the door slides open.
Fist
Oh,
bump.
crap.
Yes.
Let's keep going. We ain't done yet.
And I will change the map. And this is the room you guys are
So
in.
that door had conjuration, right?
And then which room is this again?
This is the first room.
Which is-
Wait, Blue, as looking into this, these here have heavy conjuration magic.
Oh no.
And I am going to eliminate your allies who are not here
Wait.
with you.
Wait. Is this like that lich orb thing? Oh, I hate that. I hope it's not that.
Probably not.
Yeah, no,
But won't know.
no. You guys should have access to your characters if you want to move around.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna move all the way over here. Yeah, right here with the blue.
I see. Oh shit!
Oof.
I forgot to put something. Fuck me! I didn't do it in the map. Shit.
Maybe later. Not on stream.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just gonna grab the draw tool real fast and just put this here. There is a door right here, just so you guys know. I just forgot to put it in using the maps maker tool.
No worries.
There's a
come
door.
good.
There's a door right here and a door right here.
As
Well, there's two doors.
interface what's behind them.
Interface, which way is the way to the Arcane Heart?
Location to the Arcane Heart is over in this direction.
Alright, this way we go.
Alrighty.
All right. Follow.
But
I'll follow you.
I say there is another riddle written on it.
in Draconic as well?
This is still in Draconic. I say apologies. I have a decent number of these, and I have them set for each room.
Fair point.
Passed from father to son, and shared between brothers, its importance is unquestioned, though it is used more by others.
Hmm.
Hold on a second.
I feel like I should know this one too.
Used more by others. Genetics?
No.
Oh, yeah, knowledge.
Maybe.
Knowledge sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Wisdom?
You see the
Knowledge.
door. You see the door.
I was right. Oh, I was not right.
As the trap
Oh.
activates. And,
fuck.
and as the trap activates, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ah, fuck!
Yep.
No, come on.
So was it not wisdom?
It was
All
not.
right,
It was.
someone
It
cast
was not.
counterspell.
It was not knowledge, and it was not wisdom.
Sperm.
Again, I will trust you all not to just look up the answers.
Oh, so we're going to look at the answer later? Or have the answer later, rather?
But I say yes, because you about to say just because unfortunately the trap is triggered, but the door does not open. The issue with the people of the Magi, they're very smart cookies.
Yeah, the last bit also confuses me most, too.
Is often used by others. Well, I do not want.
Used more by others.
Let's see. Well, let me say. Speak it out loud once more. Passed from father to son, and shared between brothers. Its importance is unquestioned, though it is used more by others.
Yeah, I've got no clue.
The funny thing is, the moment you guys know what the answer is, you're gonna be mad.
Is it mother?
That was my only guess too. Is mother?
Yeah, I've got no clue.
Yes, mother is used more by others.
My
Hey,
two
maybe she's a
thoughts
whore.
is-
I don't know.
Yeah,
My two
that's why I
thoughts is,
didn't
like,
want to say
respect.
mothers. But I mean, all mothers need to be a mother.
That's true.
My two thoughts are like respect, love, kindness. I don't know.
But
Well, we won't.
But we won't. I will hope that you guys will not just look it up. I hope that you will respect that.
I'll
No,
get
I'm
someone
not
else
gonna
to
look
look
it
it up.
Don't worry, I won't either. I'll be chewing up.
Even if I did look it up, I wouldn't say it.
I really wish we could keep going.
Yeah, dude, same. But the problem is, it's we're already at almost the 4-hour mark. But I gotta.
Hey, we can go another hour. Come on.
I gotta be up.
Winter needs to
We
do
got
work.
we're gonna be going. The problem with the trap is it's conjuration magic, so it's gonna be combat. So
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah, that's fair.
so
That's fair.
so unfortunately, this is the best place to end for now.
yeah,
Speaking of
because
ending,
it would be easily an hour.
yeah. Speaking of which, thank you so much, chat. Hope you guys have a wonderful.